not exactly short meetup with Jen, and covering the basis of what exactly is going on here with these strange creatures appearing and things occurring that have been all but unnatural. With Jen searching for the skies and you guys searching on the ground and now going to gather information. To refrain from Veril possibly remembering or going into some sort of murderous fit of any kind, though, Jack stayed behind with Veril to stay just outside the city itself, while the rest of the party make their way towards the Temple of Melora to converse with some of the druidic people there to see if perhaps they might learn a few things, maybe even find the location of where this hole in the ground that Jen continues to remember could possibly be. But arriving at that temple, while coated in all sorts of greens and fervent life, seeing only about 4 or so individuals there with their grown attire, handmade and all whatnot, as the majority of the party approaches. Is there anything y'all want to prep or do or ask about before being approached by one of these individuals?
I do just want to mention to everyone, before y'all went in there, I did say maybe look for some more health potions before you leave. Maybe look for that, because we do need like a couple more to kind of balance everyone else out.
You're muted.
I am muted. Thank you.
I saw your lips move and I was like, that's muted.
Yep. You guys all should know what I'm saying, even if I'm not making noise. Read my mind!
Fuck,
Read your lips.
fuck.
Carrot.
Yeah. We gotta go find health potions. We're supposed to talk to people. Hold on, I have a massive fucking headache. What are we doing?
Trying to find the hole in the ground surrounded by dead trees to find this statue or location of a statue that Jen remembers to hopefully be rid of this damn demon at long last.
Oh, that's right. And we talked to a guard and asked about a Wild Mother temple. And he said there's one east of the Snow Song District, about 20 to 30 minutes. So we could go there too.
Yep. That's where you guys were heading to begin with.
Yeah.
Right.
Except for Jack and Vero, who are staying just outside the
town. We should look for health potions.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Also, make sure you have your damn water if you got a headache. Am I wrong?
Popped with furious intent.
With sass.
I appreciate how this bottle just like...
But
also caffeine, because I think it's a caffeine headache.
But another case.
Interesting.
Approaching the actual temple itself, one of the acolytes themselves would kind of just see you approaching casually, and while they don't make any sort of active movement to welcome you by any means, once you do get close enough to kind of be more overt in your goal with being the temple itself, would kind of halt his caring of the plants and fauna to kind of prep himself a little to converse with y'all. And how may I help you?
We're looking for something.
And what, pray tell, would that be?
Wait, should we just be blunt about it, now that I think about it?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. This is going to sound crazy, so hear us out a bit. There is a statue we believe is containing a demon near here. And we're gonna clear it, basically. Get rid of it.
Persuasion check.
This is why... Okay, I'm gonna be real. I fully thought Ash was gonna take over, like, halfway through that.
I'm still sitting here wondering
Sir,
why
you
Volmer's
spoke
talking.
up, and I got distracted by a cat, so that's on you.
Oh, wait, I didn't have the fucking tabletop open. That's on you for getting distracted by a cat, though.
How can I
You start
not?
talking
She's
before she
so
could.
I don't want to
cute.
hear that from you, Volmer.
I
confusion.
accept that. I accept my shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Anyway, I rolled a 12, but I didn't have the virtual tabletop.
Okay.
I
He
had
does look at you.
Xal'Mel open, but I didn't just click the. Never mind.
Yeah, you're good. He does look at you, confused and a bit puzzled.
Squirrel.
Well, I assure you that such things do not exist on these lands. At the very least, if any sort of trouble of that specific sort would have been dealt with many ages ago. Am I incorrect to presume that this has something to do with the latest developments in the forest?
And Dalmar was just about to say, and the things in the recent attacks in the forest would indicate what exactly?
We're not sure, and that's what worries us most. We've not found a source, nor have we found a reason. Simply that innocent people are perishing, and even the wild themselves flee. Things we wish to rectify.
Our mental comms up?
I believe so.
Should we ask the druids at this temple or whatever if they know Veril?
I mean,
Sure.
counterpoint. Would Veril have been? Do we know for a fact Veril was a druid before they?
No, but they remembered a temple to the Wild Mother in Gellis.
Yeah, and even if we don't know for sure, it's better to check because they might then just assume that they didn't.
That's
Well,
fair.
Do we know that these guys are actually druids or not just clerics of the
Clerics?
Wild Mother?
Well, I don't know. Something. They're Wild Mother people.
That seems oddly religiousist.
I'm pretty
Dude,
sure they'd be.
You're
they'd be
talking to a
clerics.
massive atheist here. I'm just sitting here. I don't
They-
go to church. I don't know how churches work. This is the second time in 2 days that a character of mine has ended up in a Wild Mother temple. My character from yesterday desecrated the temple.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
This is why I love you.
Anyway.
Yeah.
While also pretending that everything was fine. And not letting the druid she was with know about it.
I'm pretty sure they would be clerics, not druids.
Whatever.
I mean, it
They're
could be either or. Realistically.
nature people.
I mean, realistically, I don't think whether they know Veril right now matters. All that matters is finding the hole. Have you guys asked about the hole?
I did.
Well, that's right. Mental comms extends that far.
Yeah, mental comms is as long as you're on the same plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but what if we ask about Veril and what happened to Veril and how they went missing and somebody knows about it?
We should probably do that after the demon's dealt with.
Yes, because if someone all of a sudden wants to come see Veril and trigger more memories, that's going to be bad for us. We need to deal with the demon before we do any memory hopping.
Now, you mean deal with the demon as in, like, kill it,
Kill it.
right? Not make deals with the demon?
Ash, I'm pretty sure none of us want to actually make a deal with the demon.
Okay, Breely, calm down.
I'm sorry! It wasn't Breely, though.
I know.
Okay, just a brief player aside. That comment really broke Dalmar's brain. That really broke Dalmar's brain.
I'm sorry. I
Because
did not have
he is
enough
now in a
prep
place.
to get into character as Ashrin this morning, and I don't know what character I am right now. I apologize greatly. Give me like 5 minutes to like.
You've had 25 minutes.
I'm sorry.
Just to let you know, right? Dalmar is finally in a space, mental space, where he's accepted the group as his family. And he is sort of the, like, shadow that stabs the evil. is sort of the identity he's gone to, but now it's like, but what? I mean, do I stab? Out? No, no.
I'm sorry. I'm having an identity crisis. I don't know who I am right now.
Just
I
thought
suddenly
I'd try
identify
that.
as a weird random dwarf.
Excuse you. Breely's a gnome.
And,
I thought so. I didn't want to say anything.
and Volmer, you didn't ask about the hole. You asked about the statue.
Yeah.
That is also
Ask
true.
about a
Oh,
hole with dead trees.
Why don't you ask, Ashrin? You have actual charisma.
Whoa. Okay. Hold on.
Ashford, the character might, not the player.
She's not
Hold on.
Ashton right now.
Yes,
She's
I'm not
Grashrin.
action right now. Hold on. Give me like just a second.
Okay, it's been a second.
Dead Jack.
No. Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on.
There's
Really
something
funny.
just profoundly
I played
funny.
way too many characters this weekend, and my DM hit me up and was like, "Hey, if I wanted to do a third campaign, would anybody be interested?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I can take on a fourth."
Famous last words.
I mean,
To be fair, as a player, that's not bad.
yeah.
No.
I'm
As
now
DM.
contemplating a 3.5 gestalted cleric druid.
That sounds like fun. Okay.
Yes.
That does.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. I will turn to this guy and ask him, well, maybe you don't know anything about a statue, but is there an area that has a lot of dead trees in it nearby?
None that we are aware of. At the very least, while the forests have begun to lose their fauna, they continue to thrive in life. Trees are as ever as healthy as is the plants.
Okay. In mental comms, Ashrin is like, these guys are fucking useless. Why did we walk out here? This is a waste of the half hour.
You still haven't asked about a hole. This whole fucking time, none of you have asked about a goddamn hole, which was the
Wait,
one
wait,
thing
wait,
we're
the
looking
one
for.
obsessed with the hole.
Well, yeah, of course, Jack's obsessed with the hole.
Jack likes holes.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Wait, Jack, this whole fucking time?
Yes,
That
but seriously,
is
like,
a great name for this
I hate
episode.
you all.
right?
This whole fucking time.
Oh my god, and it really is. But like,
Um.
seriously though, that was our main key point of like, yeah, okay, so that's what we're going off of is a giant hole in the ground. No one's mentioned it once.
Okay. Now that Jack yells at us about the hole for the second time,
Second time.
Second time, oh my god.
how about a giant hole in the ground nearby anywhere?
You are going to have to be a bit more specific about that. A giant hole can be perspective-wise to a humanoid or to an insect.
God,
As
they're
I'm
fucking
not an
nerds.
insect, I am saying from my perspective, I'm looking for a big hole.
Beyond the mines and the mountain faces, there are no such big holes in the earth itself. At the very least, none that we have discovered in quite some time. Of course, any oddities of the sort we will investigate thoroughly. The dagger eyes.
Are there any mines that are no longer in use?
Quite a few. However, most of them are abandoned either due to being drained of resource or due to monster infestation of sorts.
Monster infestation. Let's go with that direction.
That would be a conversation more to have with the city than of us. We do not lay claim to the mountain face.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I might be back later to talk to you about other things. Goodbye.
If you ever need a place of respite, the doors are always open.
Oh, cool. He offered us a free place to stay, guys. Too bad we can't bring Farrell here.
KTK.
It's okay, I'll sleep on the grass.
That's probably where we'd be sleeping if we stayed here.
Would Jax know about the druid spell that lets you get information of the land? I think it's only like, what, a 4th level spell?
Which one? There's Speak with Plants, and there's the other one, which is slipping my mind.
It's probably the other
What
one.
is that spell?
It's like 4th or 5th level that lets you get like creatures or like where you could like find a river, you could find like, you know.
Yeah, I'm like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, would
Like,
Jack...
name. Fuck. I know what you're on about. Where the hell are you? Where the fuck are you, you stupid spell? There's Speak with Plants. That's not it.
Commune with nature.
Is that what it is? Commune with Nature?
Pretty sure.
With
Yep, there it is. I think I just saw it
Fifth
That
too.
level.
sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, gain answers 3 facts of your choice of the following subjects. Yeah.
Would Jack know about that one?
Give me an intelligence check.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
That's one of the ones he forgot. Okay.
Yep.
My smart man.
Is no longer here.
He's just a big dummy now. I love it. It's okay.
Yes, Fen?
I can cast Commune with Nature as a ritual.
You get that as a totem barbarian?
Yeah, it was with my bear.
Me.
That surprises me. It's a 5th level spell.
Actually,
Wow,
no.
you do get that as a
I
totem
do know that
barbarian.
about barbarians.
Because I got my bear, and I saw that, I was like, oh my god, can I use this because I want to see a little tiny bear cub? And you let me see my little tiny bear cub, and that's the only time I've used it.
And then Frankie attacked it,
It's
I'm
just
pretty sure.
10th level. You get.
Yeah,
wow.
no, she just gets it. It's just she has to ritual cast it. That's just it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick, man.
Oh, it's awesome. She also gets Speak with Animals, and she gets one other one.
Beesense.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah. I knew about those
Yeah,
two,
I did
but I
know
didn't.
that.
Yeah.
I didn't know the 10th
I did
level
know
one.
that.
But the answer is yes.
You know,
Finoa
just,
literally has Commune with Nature at all times.
Well, shit. Why didn't we just ask Fen? Because Fen hasn't told us this.
I was
And-
gonna say, I love the idea that Fen just doesn't realize this. She's just like, oh, I can do this really fancy thing. Are we looking for a hole? That sounds great.
Yep. And you know, Jack doesn't
I
remember
forgot,
the
guys.
I
spell, so I
guess
can't.
we head back to the city to find somebody important to talk to about abandoned mines with monsters.
Could a adventurers guild be a good place for that?
Potentially.
Since they would have jobs pertaining
Or,
to killing monsters, so we
like-
can...
A town mayor or a governor?
But was thinking someone who would more realistically be able to see on the fly.
Is this
Plus,
over
it'd be able to
comms?
give us...
Volmer, you are doubting my ability to talk my way in to talk to the higher-ups.
Well, I'm also saying it could give us legal clearance to go into those places to clear out the monsters so we can check for the statue.
So could the mayor. Tell you what, we'll split the party even further. You go find an
Let's not
adventurers
do
guild. I'll go talk to the mayor.
Split up, gang.
So something to keep in mind is, I don't think it's gonna be in a mine somewhere, because Jen's vision of it is a hole in the ground with dead trees around it, specifically.
Mhm.
It's not gonna be in a mine. Unless there's some underground forest somewhere that is long dead, I don't think it's gonna be in a mine.
Wasn't there... I'm trying to remember, because I don't think I wrote this part down, because it wasn't my dream. But didn't Veryl have, or Jen, or someone said something about them going and falling into a hole or going into like a cave or something, and this is where like they weren't supposed to go there, and that's where they got infected by the demon?
That's
Did
the
the
hole that Jen's
Hag
talking
say
about.
this?
That's the
No,
whole Jen's
that's the
talking
hole that Jen's talking about. That they crawled into this hole, found a statue, and somehow that's how shit happened.
And the hole was in a forest?
As far as Jen understands it.
Okay, so the entrance to the hole could be in the forest in the mountain somewhere. It could be an entrance to a cave, it could be a mine entrance.
I guess
Right?
that's some good clarification. Is it like a hole in the ground, or is it a hole inside of a mountain?
As far as Jen and Veryl from their dream prior understands it, it was a hole in the ground.
Okay. So it's like
When
a
they found kind of
diagonal.
like a small divot that they could just crawl in, kind of like a gopher hole.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
we're just looking for something like that in general chat. You know, one of those small things.
yeah, no, not that. Like,
Pretty though, I love it.
now that you're talking about like a gopher hole, like I was thinking in my mind it was a large hole for an adult human. But you're talking like they were kids when they found this.
Yeah, they were kids when they found it, so I was envisioning
Oh.
like a small cave entrance.
Yeah, number one, they
So,
were
like,
kids when they found
vanilla
it.
size.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as well as
We'll have
even
to
now,
send
when you
Finoa
had
in to fight the
Jen,
demon by herself.
when you had Jen scry on it, she did also openly say that she thinks it's bigger now. She never specified a
Yeah.
size, but she thinks it's bigger now.
Okay. So we're still looking at something that at least a humanoid could probably crawl through or maybe
Yes.
walk through. Probably more likely crawl, but okay. Not a foxhole, but
Nice.
ooh, nice. It's not foxhole size, but maybe something akin to a mountain lion would try to go into. Wheel.
Would a human like? If a human has to crawl to get into it, I don't think a mountain lion would fit in it. No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Relatively,
Yeah,
yeah.
There's still a cat.
Yeah. They if it sits, I fits. They can fit in holes.
Yeah, keep in mind,
Okay,
like,
they're still liquid.
Cats are liquid.
mountain lions, cougars,
Okay.
stuff like that, they're
Not to mention, oftentimes the opening to a cave is a lot smaller, and then once you get inside, it's a bigger area on the
Hmm.
inside.
and
It's a TARDIS.
mountain lions and cougars, stuff like that. They're about the size of a larger dog. They're not huge, but your average like German Shepherd, about that size, maybe a little bit bigger, I think.
Didn't know I could take one.
I mean, she probably could.
For 2
No,
seconds.
I mean maybe.
I was gonna say
Oh.
she fed, not Finoa the character.
Oh,
She wants
oh,
Finoa
yeah,
herself.
no,
No, Fen
Never
Fen
mind
the
then.
person could take one.
I fought my dog. I've straight up tackled him to wrestle a chicken bone out his mouth on a walk. I could take a mountain lion
No,
if they're about that
no,
size.
no.
Cause
I mean, all you have to do is like basically like punch him in the nose or like throat punch him, and you're good to go.
Oh, like
Yeah,
shark logic.
but you got to realize that they're the size of a dog, with the strength of like a pit bull, mixed with the agility of a normal cat.
Maybe
They've
I
got
just
weapons on their
then.
feet.
Like,
Yeah.
no, they're
Murder mitten.
You're not taking
Not
one of
to
those things.
mention,
It's the same
their
argument I put every
ability-
time when people are like, I can fight this thing. It's like, you get it in a headlock and you snap its neck within the first 3 seconds or you're done. There's no other way.
So
You either
I
win or you're
am
dead super
Yeah.
fast.
dropping an
Literally.
image in general chat. This is the image for the hole that I had.
That is much closer in retrospect of what has been described.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I was envisioning. Just a small cave
Yes.
entrance or a mine entrance.
The only difference being is how I said that every description so far is that Veryl and Jen describe it as being just in the middle of the forest somewhere. So it's more dirt than it is stone.
Okay. So
Honestly, at this point, we might just have to walk around blindly.
that's extremely dangerous. We tried the flying aspect. But Jen is still up there flying looking for this thing. I would say that if the church doesn't know, trying to find anyone who's been able to canvass the area recently, because it's gotten bigger, and maybe the trees weren't dead like a couple weeks ago. That might be why the followers of Melora or whatever don't know.
Yeah, more towards the second one, Ashwin.
I'm sending a
Elaborate.
third one.
Elaboration for player. By canvas, you mean map it out, right?
Yeah, just someone who's like been out in the forest recently. Maybe someone has run across this. So,
Okay.
you know, asking hunters, adventurers, you know, anyone who would have a reason to be out there. Hell, even asking some of the refugees wouldn't be a bad idea either, because maybe some of them have come across it, or yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What is-
It's just a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Fan, I don't think it's so much of like a memory, just so much it's just, I mean, now that you know it, it's like a brain blast, almost like, oh yeah, I could do that.
That's fair. I'm just thinking because I personally forgot, so I
Yeah.
that's fair.
But, real quick before that, while you guys are kind of conversing this through mental comms and walking your way back to town, Vero, go ahead and make a perception check real quick.
No, don't, Veryl. Don't look around.
Choose to fail.
Choose to see
You
nothing.
could choose to fail if you really want to.
Wow, it just kicked me out of my account. Give me a second.
It's a
It's
sign.
choosing to fail
D&D
for you.
Beyond told you
Not
to
allowed
fail.
to look.
Sign in with Twitch.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We should just bird box Feral.
Veryl needs like
Wait,
blinders.
what? Oh. Let's not do that.
You want
Let's see.
some?
Is
You want
that
some
right?
fancy-
The idea of
Why would they
intentionally blinding Veryl to prevent memories.
Yeah.
Are you
can see
serious?
nothing,
Okay.
You can't remember anything. It's fine.
We're gonna send a code to your account so that we make sure it's you.
Totally not. I've used this computer for 7.5 months.
Yeah.
I know, literally, like, I've used this. Okay.
That's the shit that I hate. Like, RuneScape does that too. Every 30 days, you gotta re-verify the computer you're using. And
My mom took my kid away.
What? Oh.
Good, you have 3 other ones. You're fine.
I do. It
Wait,
keeps swallowing teeth. What are they doing out there right now? I can hear them making noises.
That's not good.
Oh, they're in
currently
a box.
scratching "Help me" on the window.
That's fine. They're in a box.
Okay.
I have a password for this account. I know I do.
oh my
What?
god.
Why? I swear. Hold on. Google Password Manager? That's crazy. I know it's on. What?
Holy hell.
The
Why I was thinking a little
struggle.
red book.
No.
Bro, it has Zoom saved. Why doesn't it have this saved? I've never used Zoom in like 2 years.
I used Zoom once.
When did you use Zoom, Veryl? We didn't use it for school.
I used it for private lessons for French horn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Why is Fitbit on here? What?
How many services do you not know you have?
Do you have a Fitbit?
I don't. Well, my mom. We used to. We haven't used it in years. Hold on.
Passwords get saved.
Okay. Time to guess my password.
Oh, Jesus.
I have like 3 passwords that I circle through.
Yo,
Actually, more like
Sam.
7. It's actually kind of I have a lot of passwords.
Should have like 15.
Okay, it's not that.
Sucks because having like 15 passwords and forgetting your passwords sucks because then you start like cycling through them, and then you have so many failed attempts it locks the account out, and you're like,
Yeah, you usually have like 5 attempts, so if you have more than 5, it's like, fuck, now I have to wait half an hour to try the other one.
yeah.
Oh,
And it's just like, this is dumb. Forgot my password.
we might.
New password
It's
cannot be
low.
the same as old password.
Yay!
I hate when that fucking happens.
That pisses me off
absolute worst.
more than anything, especially when I know I tried that password. Oh.
Yes. Oh my god.
I like the whole USB thing. Fail, works.
Success. The fourth dimension exists.
Okay, you said perception.
Yeah, perception.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. That's my bad.
You're good, you're good. Technology
Oh.
being derpy.
Jeez. Oh,
Yes.
danger
Ashton, how
zone.
dare you turn off your camera? You made Fen the DM.
I will turn it back on in a minute. I'm eating a banana
Yeah,
and I
quickly,
didn't
make
need
us
you
fight the hole.
curved staring at me.
Can I give myself a pet cougar now?
It's not like you're deep throating
You
a
can.
fucking-
It's the size of a peanut.
I will take it. I love it. Can I? I could eat it.
In all fairness, a peanut-sized cougar would be fucking adorable.
It does.
I
sound cute.
want that in my life.
Like on Gravity Falls when it
I
got
don't know if
tiny and it came
went
out
through, but
Oh.
I got a 22.
Yeah,
Did it go
I did see
through?
the 22.
Oh no.
It didn't go to roll 20, but did. Went
Yeah, I didn't. I saw it. Yeah.
Oh
With the
no, Daryl
22,
saw it.
while you guys are just standing around and conversing through mental comms and whatnot, and Varel is not participating whatsoever like a plank of wood, you can't help but feel like you're being looked at and kind of glancing around. As minutes go by and moments kind of pass on, you can't help but notice that there are maybe about a dozen or so guards at this point that are all not exactly clumped together, but they're kind of drifting closer and kind of whispering amongst each other, looking in the direction of you and Jack. In either case, Fen, is there anything you want to share with the party?
Oh yeah, hey guys. You know that hole we're looking for?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can look for the hole for you.
How?
I can also show you guys my bear. Oh my god.
Is
Yes.
Is it still a bear or would it be a dragon now?
You don't
You
know.
get to
Just
choose what
Frankie
appears
now.
as.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's from the bear totem, so it should still be a bear. But yeah, no, I get to summon like a little friend, and I get to cuddle it, and it tells me stuff about our surroundings, and I love it.
I half expected Fanoa to make it look like a what are those psychic demented cats?
Displacer beast?
Yes. I totally expected Fanoa to say it's gonna be a displacer beast.
That'd be awesome.
Who's
Baby
still-
displacer beasts are fucking adorable.
They are. They're
I
really
mean,
just
I
cats.
like displacer beasts in general. They're really fun, but I think I just like things that are cats.
They also make good cakes.
They're so cute.
Nope, nobody okay.
My displacer beasts are eating their food right now.
In either case.
Then you could search.
I'm like a search dog, but like more efficient.
How?
I just told you. I summon a friend. I cuddle the friend. The friend communicates surrounding information to me, and yeah.
How long have you been able to do this?
I do not know. I did it once when I first realized I could, and then never again because I forgot.
Yep.
This is why we
That
can't have nice things.
Checks out, honestly.
Ben is as big as himbo.
Himbo?
One might argue that Jack is the
bimbo.
biggest himbo.
I mean,
Oh,
now,
Fat
yeah.
Himbo.
Fenn's the biggest himbo in spirit.
Jack's the biggest bimbo.
What? Vero, you want to say that again?
He's the himbo, or no, he's the bimbo. I'm the himbo. That's why we get along so well.
Holy fuck.
But in either
Dear
case,
God.
does this change the direction of where the rest of the party is going for the time being?
I mean, we have to go back to town anyway, but if Fen wants to stop and take a break to do this, I'm okay with that.
If someone, no, never mind, y'all. Leave, never mind.
I still like how, as a player, the DM's like, you're totally being watched, just like the other day, and it's like, okay, I'm not talking about it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm sitting here
exactly.
like,
Watch Veril have been some notorious thief or some shit.
No way.
So-
Not.
As the party makes way back to the city itself, in that time, Jack, give him a perception check.
Hyper.
I do have my
knew
massive
it.
out, if that matters too.
That one does not. Not in this case.
I'm getting
Nope.
hyper.
Okay.
I'm playing with the puppy dog.
Yep.
Upper's
Just
dog?
keeping Veril distracted as much as possible.
Yeah, Jack's summoned steed is a mastiff right now.
Currently.
Oh, very good.
But as the party eventually does reconvene once again just outside the city of Gels itself, wherein now having the option of Finoa doing commune with nature to try and find information, what are y'all's plans?
You guys find any
Check.
health potions?
I'd say check for potions and then find it with the
But
bear.
Fen stays with Veril this time and does her thing, and we go get health potions.
Okay.
I'll stay here still too, just in case.
Okay, good, because I also want to show my friend to someone. Because, yeah.
Okay.
Veril suddenly does not count as someone.
I forgot that Beryl was not, like, dead anymore.
Before we go buy health potions, would Fen have given us her gold?
What a friend.
You want my money? I give you my money.
Well,
I have.
I'm just
enough
running
money.
a little low
Oh,
on
her.
money.
Here, I
You can have
give
my
you
money.
I can. Veril gave
Everyone
me
shut the
1,000
hell.
gold.
I'm
I
the
can
sugar
use it.
daddy. Take my money.
What?
I just need to know if I have extra money to buy health
You
potions.
can take my. I'll mark it from mine. Yeah.
Don't do that. Just know that I have it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We head
Oh.
into town to find a potion shop and/or magic item shop.
Yeah.
What was that, Delmar?
Just, I'm like, I wish I had a mouse.
Oh. But making way into town, and it is not at all that hard to find a magic shop, mostly because there is only one shop in town at all that has any sort of magical offerings at all, and it's a bit of a mixture between a magic shop and a alchemy shop at the same time. Anything and everything magical has to go through here, and it's rather quaint. It's not the biggest of buildings, more like call it like a one-story house sort of idea, with a singular floor, everything lined up against the walls, and even then you can even see the walls themselves are pretty barren, all things considered. And when specifically looking at what they consider to be the potion section, you can notice that it is very, very drained. The only thing remaining there are 3 potions of healing and 1 potion of poison.
Potion of poison?
Yep.
What does that do? Is that
It's
a
just
vial of...
poison, right? It's not like a potion of poison.
No, it's potion of poison. It's meant
That's
for you to be able to pour it into something to poison someone.
That just sounds like poison.
So it's poison.
Yes. But it looks like a potion of healing.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
it would be
that-
dangerous to fuck it up.
So
That
the wall
feels
looks like it
too
has
big.
4 potions of healing, but it very distinctly labels one of them as potion of poison.
That feels like a very dangerous thing.
That
have it
no,
sitting
that's
around.
not something I want to fuck with. I would forget that that's what that is.
I want to fuck with it.
You
I feel
want
like
to fuck
you-
with a lot of things.
Yeah?
Honestly, Dalmar's
Jack's fucker.
tempted. Dalmar's tempted.
Yeah,
but-
do it. Like, that's such a fucky tricky thing to do. Like,
You find a sketchy person who like needs help, and you're like, here, have a health potion.
How much is the potion of poison?
100 gold pieces.
Does
Are
that
the health
has-
potions 50 each?
They are 50 each.
That's right. I gave myself 10 million, 10 million electrum.
Yes, you did. I saw it on your sheet
Oh
at some
my
point. I was
God.
like, oh yeah, what the fuck is that?
he's rich. And
He has the best currency.
Ken,
Shut-
The fuck
I'm
up.
gonna use 100 of your gold to buy 2 health potions.
I can
and 50
pay.
of my own.
I can
Shut
pay the
up,
100
Bowler.
gold.
Shut up. Shut up. I'm Sugar Daddy.
She wants
Shut
the
your
bargaining
mouth.
chip.
I love how Fen gets so dominant over this.
She wants to be the
Also-
sugar mommy.
Fulmer, if you really want to pay, I can totally sleight of hand that into Fenn's coin pouch.
Stop
Okay,
doing
please,
that!
no.
Not even handed. Fenn's not there.
Yeah.
Quite
Oh.
literally, as long as you
Okay,
convince
cool.
Asher
I
to open the
know
pouch
all
for
of
you,
you.
you can just put 100 gold in there.
Bet.
Quite literally.
Oh yeah, Fenn's not there. Let me just pay
Fenn's
for it.
Yeah.
not there, so we could say we used her gold, and she's not gonna know, because she's not gonna sit there and spend time counting all of that gold.
I hate all of you.
Well, hey, if
So
I
if
say
Homer,
this,
you want to pay for 2 of them, that's fine.
Yep. I will remove the 100 gold.
Okay.
if I say this publicly over mental comms, it's a friendly tease to Fanoa, which is fun in and of itself.
Oh no.
And B, even if I get to do it, I get a chance to exercise my sleight of hand in a way that doesn't actually harm
It's just
my
practice.
team.
Does Dalmar just spend time practicing while we're walking? Does he just sleight of hand random rocks into our pockets? Because that feels like something he would do if he wants to practice.
You know, normally not, but I haven't had.
He is
caffeine-
now.
But hold on. I, as a player, haven't had caffeine in 2 months, and I've chugged a half a coffee, and I'm hyper today. So,
Oh god.
that's
Do
okay.
it. Let's go.
You have 2 hyper motherfuckers.
oh, sorry, I chugged the whole thing.
Good job.
Jesus.
Drink another one.
Okay.
Be
Oh
irresponsible.
Oh my god. Dalmar's on.
what am I gonna do with both of you? I swear to god.
Jack does not have the energy to deal with the consequences of this
It's okay.
later.
I brought water.
It didn't look like water at first.
That's
I
not
was gonna
water.
say.
It is water.
It looked like vodka, and I was like,
Yep.
or moonshine. I was like, okay.
Moonshine. Let's go.
So,
Anyway, back to Ashrin. Get rid of Breely. Whew.
is the potion of poison being bought or not?
I'm not getting it. I'm not buying that. That
Do
feels like a
it.
bad idea.
Do
You
it.
know what? I am buying the potion of poison.
Okay.
Okay, so we did buy 3 health potions.
So
Where are we putting those?
Fucking ditch.
Farrell, how many do you have?
How many? How
Everything
many
gold.
health potions?
Yes.
and 7 plat.
I have.
And some reserves of each.
Hold on.
Yes.
I can't read. Where is it? I know. I swear I have some. 1 second.
Alphabetical order. Potion of healing.
3.
Potion of healing, very first section, equipment.
I have 3.
You have 3? Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll give 2 to you, and then I'll take the other one.
Oh. Okay.
That way everyone will have 5 Except for me, I'll have 4.
But you
I
also have
think-
self-healing, so that
Yeah, I
balances
have
out.
Cure Wounds, I have Lay on Hands. Yeah. So we should be good there.
He has a crazy girlfriend with a potion of supreme healing that will fly in and save his ass if he needs to. So, it's fine.
Will you? Will you remember?
But
Don't be a dick. I'm going to remember this time.
I know, I just had to give you a
I'm
little shake.
kicking my ass about it every fucking day, man.
Now you know how I feel.
Yep.
But having gotten your little bit of a potion run done, and returning back to the party, unless you have any other plans in the city, which is currently rather not exactly empty, but you can definitely feel that there is a majority of the population has gone off to work. Yes.
Over comms, can I ask them to just get like a little magical trinket for Frankie?
I can't imagine would they have
I mean,
something
okay,
like that here?
it's a magical
If you can
item
find
shop.
one.
Is there anything that's basically absolutely useless in this magical item shop that is like cool, that does something interesting?
Yeah, let's get another magic vibrator.
Yeah, something like that.
I keep forgetting we have that.
We don't have that.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh.
Jack has that.
Jack has that.
But such a good use.
Do not have anything that would be considered useless.
There's no little weird trinkets.
No.
Just for
Damn.
shits and giggles, can we see the list of this shop?
Yeah,
That's
what's in this
fine.
shop?
God
Oh
damn it.
god.
Let's spend more of Finoa's money.
You're not spending my money.
True.
We can if we want to get
Why do
something
you think
other than
I'm
the potion.
upset?
Wait, wasn't your whole thing like spend my money, please?
I'm
Then-
mad because they're not spending my money.
Yeah.
Oh,
We didn't
Wait.
spend our money on the
Attention,
potions.
Yeah, and then I'm making this joke.
To be
Oh,
fair, we
I
did
see.
also spend like, what was it, 70k or
Uh,
something like that.
You guys spent
Hold
a
on,
shit
hold
ton.
on.
Yeah, they already
I
spent
have
a
a total.
good chunk.
75,000 and 81.
We got that reduced, I think, didn't we?
That was the reduced.
No, I think
price.
that was the
Okay.
final. I believe that was the final.
It was
I will be right back.
78,210 originally.
Yeah. Which, if it keeps all of us alive, money well spent.
I like y'all. I'm okay with spending money to keep you guys alive. That's why I want you to spend my money. I'm not gonna do anything with it.
Well, that's empty. I don't have any more caffeine. I'm out. Actually, I mean, there's more in the garage. There's like 4 cases in there.
Hey, just got another follow.
Yay!
Nice.
The only thing on here that even would be considered just kind of funky in that manner is a dust of dryness for a single pellet, but I kind of don't imagine you're all
no,
going to
we're
give
not
that
doing
to
the
Frankie.
dust of dryness again.
Ooh.
We're not doing that
Oh,
again.
right, that can't do it like that because
I
it
want to
does that
throw
shit.
that down someone's throat.
Fen did try to throw it down her own throat.
Fen did throw it down her own throat.
Oh yeah, that's right, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then these...
I have very little recollection of this, but I'm gonna trust
Alrighty.
y'all because that sounds like something I do.
Those aren't
Ooh,
even.
a whip.
It's not even a. Like, most of those aren't magic.
We just
I mean,
asked what the
They're
shop
magic.
had.
There's not.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's a
Oh,
plus.
wait,
yeah.
I didn't see the plus
Yeah.
one. My bad.
Yeah,
Plus
because
one,
how I'm
two.
doing it is I'm exporting it into an Excel sheet, but Excel doesn't understand when you just want a +1 label. It wants to go like, oh, you're doing +1 war pick.
You're
What
doing
the fuck
math.
is war pick? Yeah, exactly. Like you're doing math, so it doesn't comprehend what it's actually doing.
Yeah, I think we're good with that. Most of that.
Ooh. Can I buy some darts for my dart gun?
You can. He's got 7 available right now.
Ben, can I buy darts?
Yeah! Buy all the darts your little heart needs.
How much is that? I don't want
175.
175. Okay. Ben, can
What
you
a mess.
can you mark off 175?
Slightly to the right.
That +3 dagger. That's
Thank
pretty nice
you.
right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Das is very nice.
Are these darts in D&D Beyond, or do I need to add
They ought to
them?
be. Either that or it's just gonna be a +1 weapon. It should just be in there. It's just an ammunition.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
mean,
just type in dart in the filter and you'll have +1, +2.
There you go.
Okay.
+3.
Okay, so I just do
I feel
dart.
like having that
Yep.
+3 dagger and
there we
+2
go.
scimitar would
We're
be
gonna
good.
add that,
But
Delmar, can you use the
and
scimitar?
then
Yeah, it's finesse.
I more mean, does he have proficiency?
I think it's martial proficiency.
It
It is
martial.
martial.
That's why I'm like, can
Bro.
Delmar know that?
Don't.
He does not.
well, like even if Jack had it, like
I mean, I got the longsword.
I'm saying, generally a +2 weapon is at this point
Yeah,
something we
not bad.
probably shouldn't look away at.
Yeah. Well, I think the weapons that I have are +1 and okay, so just +1 for the dragon layer longsword. So I still have like one with a bonus to it, but yeah. If you also notice, I don't do a whole lot of melee swinging with Jack.
Yep.
I'm very much the combat
Support.
support paladin, not a smitedin.
Yeah, it's true. Smitedins are more.
But another case.
Yeah.
After a quaint little shopping session. Anything else y'all want to do in town before heading back to Jack, Finn, Noah, and Farrell?
Nenigans. No, kidding.
caffeine hit you harder than it does me.
like I said, I haven't had any caffeine in 2 months.
And then I'm sitting here
Jesus.
drinking this and it's doing fucking nothing.
I mean, it's not that much caffeine as much comparison, but yeah.
No, seriously though, could we get that +3 dagger?
If you want to. I mean, got the money.
You gotta
it.
ask Ben. She says yes. You
That
get
was
it.
a question to Fenn, more or less.
Yeah, assume the answer is yes.
It's
Unless
16.
it's all my money. Just
My
assume it's
money.
yes.
Alright, buy the entire shop. Let's go.
I mean, we could.
Not the worthless stuff though.
No.
unless
I'm not
it's
talking about the
worthy.
items. I'm saying the shop. You buy the shop.
We could do that.
Just buy a business, straight up, yeah.
Right now, actually, that would be a good buy for us right now, you know, because we buy it
Yeah.
now when it's probably cheap because of all the demon activity. Then we get rid of the demon activity and then it becomes worth more.
That'd be a great investment.
D&D Tycoon Simulator, let's go.
That'd be like the dark way to do it. Like, start summoning demons in an area, bring the property value down, buy
Oh my
everything,
god.
get rid of the demons.
No.
Alright, time
We
to go
are
dig
not-
up Jerilia, let's go!
We found our plan. We found our plan for the evil campaign.
Right?
I'm so excited for an evil campaign.
That would be
Fen,
cool.
mark off 16,100 gold pieces for that dagger.
Awesome.
That's what I was saying. Like,
Remember, Jack can testify to this. Last time I played or attempted an evil character, it was described as a pissed off Boy Scout. And there was that one in Casey's campaign, but that was neither here nor there.
oh my god, yep.
Shopping
Yep.
session, or quaint shopping session later.
Yeah.
Returning back to the party, once again, just outside Gellis's small little border. What's the plan?
I just keep thinking of that when DMs don't account for weight and that fat guy with 2 backpacks. I'm like, I resemble that remark. Wait.
And
I feel targeted.
I think right now it's Fen with her ritual, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was supposed
Huh.
to be doing that.
Where is
So-
your collar, ma'am?
Taking the 11 minutes to cast this ritual. Delmar, give me a perception check.
Ooh, all right. That's exciting. I get to do stuff. Button? Yeah, button.
25.
Oh,
In Veryl's silence of seeing all these guards kind of slowly but surely kind of drifting a little bit more towards this location more than usual, you feel it's not exactly in a hostile manner, but these guards are definitely focusing up on the little section you guys have. This may be the main entrance to the city, but you've noticed that they have definitely begun to cluster a little bit more than usual, and the eyes drift just too many times towards your direction to just consider that as like, they're just protecting the road. No, they ain't. They're gossiping about us.
and these are the guards?
Yep.
So, the guards are definitely talking about us and congregating. I'm going to go investigate.
Should I walk over and see if I can convince them to tell me what they're talking about?
No,
if
I'm
you
just
want
gonna go. No.
It's just a makeshift wall anyway. Like I said, it's like not a pure barrier. It's just like something that they could just use
I'm
as a
going
frontline defense.
to use the I'm gonna go like walk somewhere off in the woods, like 3 feet away and behind a tree, and pop invisibility, and then go over
Up
there.
the
And,
squat?
Go ahead and make a stealth check with advantage.
yeah.
Volmer, do not fireball the guards.
That's not what I was referencing.
Oh come on, a 6 then a
25.
9, really? Ah,
But 25 is still
Mhm.
extremely well. Fucking expertise and unfailing talent.
yeah. Unfailing talent is awesome.
Ashton, do you walk up to just one of these guards while Dalmar kind of drifts off and goes invisible?
No, because Dalmar said he was gonna do something, and I don't want to fuck that up, so I'll
Hey.
just wait and see what happens.
So Dalmar, as you kind of just creep your way up while these guards are being rather nonchalant. They really aren't being too active or too aware of many things. Kind of just getting close enough to hear what they're saying. You just hear a couple of them kind of bantering about, it's like, I'm telling ya, I recognize the face. It's like, that was years ago. You can't actually expect that to be the same person. I mean, they just went missing, right? I mean, I'll put gold on it. Like, I'm not putting gold on a stupid hunch. Besides, you'd have to be the one to go tell them. I ain't gonna be the one to tell them. They can tell them. I ain't doing no shit like that. This is your stupid idea. Yeah, my stupid idea that if I prove I'm right, I get the gold. No one's putting gold on this. Just constant, just stupid banter between them all conversing over seemingly someone in the group.
I
Dalmar,
wonder who it is.
Dalmar,
Yeah.
what are they talking about?
They seem to recognize someone.
Should I come over and talk to him and see if I can get him to tell me the story?
Sure, why not?
Okay. I walk over to the group of guards.
You would notice that as they kind of all like bantering amongst each other, as you start beginning to walk your way, where they do loosely scatter, trying to boost some semblance of like, hey, we're actually doing our job, we promise. But about 3 of them do still stick together, for the very least, as you approach.
I can't help but notice that you're staring. But what are we causing problems?
No, nothing of the sort. Don't worry about it. Just, troubling things are happening. We just gotta make sure, And, well, 2 of you have just been standing there for literally like 2 hours now.
Oh, yeah, one of our friends really doesn't like cities. Are you sure that's all it is? Because there was a large group of you, or you kind of were just, looking over in our direction, and I was wondering if maybe there was something else.
I mean, we mean no offense, but you did also get more individuals for yourselves as well. You went from a simple group of 2 to 3 to now 6 individuals.
Well, we're all a adventuring party, and some of us came into town, and
But we understand, we're just saying that it just seems odd, okay? Not meaning any harm.
I cast Fireball now?
Listen, you and I both know that a large group of guards who should be patrolling and doing their job don't just stand around talking and staring unless there's something going on.
You see all three of them kind of look at each other, kind of like, yeah, we'll go with that.
So what's going on?
I mean, you've heard about the whole things going on in the forest, right? The whole
Yeah.
situation. I mean, again, not trying to be mean or anything, but random group just shows up. They're kind of staying outside the city. You all look like good enough people, but coincidental timing? Not really, kinda, sorta.
Can we hear this conversation from where we're at?
Not terribly. You can drift closer if you really want to.
Jack just
I am
gonna-
failing right here. I am
Jack's just
choosing
gonna
all the
walk
wrong options.
and he's gonna walk up and just be like, and just do that friendly hand on the shoulder. So, which one of us do you guys recognize, and what type of bets are you trying to make? And just to look him dead in the eye.
Make a persuasion or intimidation check, your choice.
He's not trying to be mean.
12.
Oh, this. Yeah.
You see one guy kind of look at you confused, like, not entirely sure what you mean by that.
Don't
I mean,
bullshit me. We're here to help, but you guys are, being all sneaky talking. We heard you. We know what you're talking about. Which one do you recognize? Someone was missing. Someone else called bullshit. Someone tried to make a bet. Another person said, I'm not doing that. The whole time I'm just staring him dead in the eye, just...
you do see him kind of like look more confused by the moment. Like, I mean, yeah, that's a thing, but it's just a hunch, you know? I mean,
Spit it out.
why don't you just got one of those faces?
Spit it out. Which
Okay.
one?
Tell us about the person going missing.
I mean, well, that's two different stories, but I mean, the snowhead you got, they look a lot like,
Offensive.
it's the color of their hair. What do you expect? I like snow. They just look a lot like a kid that caused a lot of trouble, like, almost a decade back.
What type of trouble?
The trouble that gets a noble family pissed. And by that, I mean that it wasn't exactly trouble, it's just, you'd be just a little bit annoying towards the right people and you're considered a problem.
Okay. You said they went missing?
Yeah, just up and vanished one day. Told to look for them. Couldn't find them for the first time. And kind of end of the tale. That was before my time. Just a common rumor. Kind of a joke, It's like, oh, they'll show up someday. It's like,
Any mention of a friend that they used to run with to cause problems? Or another girl that went missing around the same time?
kind of see him look towards one of the older one of the group. I remember hearing about that, but we didn't ever search for a second individual. We only ever searched for the first.
Do you know where they were last seen?
Well, in the place they went missing from.
Where's that?
Look. Make persuasion check.
Me or Jack?
Both. Separate.
There we go.
You see him kind of like struggling within himself before he kind of just gives in. It's like, look. It's just really weird situation. I was only barely starting at the guards when that whole shit happened. Some nobleman household here had a child they didn't exactly have tight on the reins, let's say. Got himself in a bit of trouble, and one of those days, I guess the trouble caught up with them. They disappeared. We all went searching. I remember being stuck in the woods for like 3 weeks out there, just having to search and comb for this one little kid, and, well, never came up.
Okay.
To this day, is like this little horror story thing, as this kid just gone missing.
And I'm guessing the other one was more of the lower class.
As far as I know, I don't know. I was too young for that one.
Yeah. Did you guys search a specific area, or were you sent out in all directions?
They literally couldn't give us a spot. They said, go find them in the forest. Like, fucking forest? The whole place is forest.
Where was this noble's house? That might be a good place to start.
It's on the edge of Old District. I mean, if you're really gonna go hassle them, I mean, hope you're ready to put up with those kinds of people.
I'm from those type of people.
Same.
Don't feel like it.
There's a reason I'm out here instead of at a fancy ball. This is more fun.
I
You know what,
got kicked out, so.
Understandable. You'll find their house just off the Bureau their house is in the Bureau section of the Old District, because that's their section. And he says that with such distaste.
Yeah. Since we got you here, and I'll kind of say it a little bit louder, so all the guards in the area who are loitering. Any of you know of any larger holes in the ground? Might have been like a foxhole that got bigger, you know, enough for someone to squeeze into, maybe with some dead trees around it. The dead trees might be even newer aspect.
I know we're a little bit of bumpkin folks here, but we're not exactly explorers like that. At least not anymore. That's child days, you know?
Anyone here within the city that might have been out recently, maybe just before the demon attacks, or during the demon attacks, that might have explored the forest more?
I mean, if you're looking for anyone who explores the forest, you got the Church of Malura off the city itself, or you can ask some of the Fievel family. They're the hunters of the town.
Church didn't know anything, so... Alright, well. We appreciate, the information. But, the whole recognizing this person, let's... keep it on the down low.
Oh, we were going to. It's like, hey, look. They want to. I kind of want to check it in, but... And he kind of looks at you guys and looks at the rest of the party behind, because, like, something tells me I get this right. I not only get my gold, but I get more than I bargained for. Or I get it wrong, and I'm up Schitt's Creek.
I'll take one step forward. Towards that guy who spoke. Get right up to him. If you report this in, we leave. The demons don't get solved, and I make sure that they know it's your fault.
Jack, casually declaring we're gonna solve the demon issue.
I mean, that's part of the plan.
Three of them kind of look at each other, and everyone goes like, "You trying to let on something you know that isn't on our books?"
I'm saying this now. Because you report that person in, that is someone's missing child, it's going to cause problems for us. We don't know if they are. Hell, they don't know if they are. But right now, we have a job to do here. We're here to help. Cause problems for us, we can no longer help. Simple as that. Now look at the guy again, dead in the eyes. So again, go keep your mouth shut. Or more people will die. It'll be your fault. I would rather deal
Make
with
an intimidation
demons.
check.
I'd rather deal with the demons than deal with some uppity fucking noble.
You don't seem necessarily back down, but he does have his own sort of stance against your own glare. At the very least, he is the first one to blink in that instance. It ain't worth the trouble. It's something that you're starting to turn out to be.
I'll look to the other guards. Please keep them in line. Because we are here to help. Promise you that. Hence why
They
we're
do not
asking so
respond.
many questions.
They do not respond.
Look to the older gentleman. Seriously though, thank you for the information.
He just casually nods his head.
I'll turn around and start walking back to the group.
What were the names of the noble families that you mentioned? Because I want to put them in my notes and I can't
Well,
remember.
there was the Burrell district, and then there was the Fievel Hunter family.
Okay.
They didn't exactly say that the Fievel family were nobles, they just said that they are a hunting family.
Right, so the Burrell have like their own section in the old district.
Yep.
Okay.
Amar, are you still there, invisible?
Of course.
Okay. Instantly, as Ashton and Jack are outside of earshot, you instantly hear the three of them kind of like whisper amongst each other. Goes like, "You think they have anything to do with what's going on in the forest?" At first, I wasn't thinking it, but I kind of feel like they do now. If they have knowledge, it might be worth to actually, drag them in somehow. I'm not gonna do it. You do it. I ain't doing that. You do that.
I'm not gonna do it. You do it. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm sorry, but this is like the meme of the bandits watching the Dovahkiin kill a dragon, suck its soul out, and go, "Let's rob him."
There, it just killed a dragon, and they're like, "Let's go."
We got this. Well, no, it's the opposite, because they're like, yeah, no, we're not fucking with them.
I know, but like,
yeah.
the one guy saying we should bring them in, and then somehow, like, that right there screams to the whole "let's mug them" from that meme. And the rest of them are like, "Fuck you."
But they do go on like that, just constantly like, but they could have stuff they might know. It's like, but if they're not gonna help us, or if they're helping us now, we don't know that. It's like, yeah, we don't know that, but they could be. It's like, but they could also be hurting us. Like, there's only one way to find out. Bring them in. It's like, I'm not doing that, and I'm not bringing this up to the higher ups because they'll tell us to bring them in because we are the ones who saw them. Just banter between them of like, they want to, that they don't have the guts or the honestly willingness to actually go through with it.
Dalmar, you should totally make yourself visible, and say, okay, you can try to bring us in, and then walk away.
Do it.
I was thinking of doing a one-on-one conversation and start fucking with him that way.
No.
No, I like the idea of him just going straight visible and be like, and just walking past them. That's something I would do as a player.
No, Delmar is in scout mode right now, so he's going to continue to do scout things.
Just listening.
Yep. He's just a microphone at the moment.
As Jack, you make your way back, and for Noah, finishing casting your Commune with Nature to summon up your bear cub of an ally to come out from the very grass itself on the floor. What are the 3 things that you would like to gain upon the land?
So one was whole, correct.
Yeah, so I would say that's terrain, to which within a 3-mile radius, there is a plentiful amounts of holes in the ground, but when trying to specify one of humanoid crawling size, there does not seem to be any of the sort, at least within the 3-mile radius of where you're at.
How big is Gellis? Like, sorry, not Gellis, but the country that it's in.
Soraya is rather large. I would say that mountain range in itself is probably about 10 or so miles across.
So from east to west, you're saying it's 10 miles across?
Give or take, yeah.
Okay, so that's 10, 20, almost 30 miles from north to south, 25, 30?
Give or take.
Fuck. Well, that sucks.
You have two other things if you want to discover them, Finoa. You can find out the plants, minerals, animals, and peoples. You can find powerful creatures, influence from other planes, or actual buildings.
Ooh.
Okay, so influence from other planes. I've never seen that one. Should I look for that, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a little on the strange side. Within 3 miles, the answer is yes. But the commune with nature does not seem to designate a point. It's almost like the entire radius of the 3 miles is being influenced by some other plane of existence.
Does it specify the plane?
Nope.
What about powerful creatures? Since yeah.
Within 3 miles, there would be none that would classify as powerful.
Damn, we ain't powerful creatures.
Fey, Fiend, Celestial, Undead.
Yeah.
Specific.
Mm-hmm.
Varel doesn't ping at all.
Nope.
That's good.
Yeah.
Can I cuddle the bear a bit more before it disappears?
And easily enough to kind of play with your little spectral's cub-like baby before it kind of just like fades into you, kind of like a warming embrace.
How many times
Oh.
can you do that per day?
Fuck if I know, man.
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
There's
just-
there's no limit.
Nope. Every 11 minutes.
That's fucking good.
Yep.
Okay, so what I've discovered, within 3 miles, there are no holes. They're about the size that we need. They're... What was it? Oh, yeah, it seems like the whole area has some kind of influence from another plane. I don't know what plane, but there's influence all over. And there's no powerful creatures, again, within the 3 miles, so... But more importantly, did you guys see the bear?
Yes, Fen, we saw the bear. It was very cute.
Do you have to be touching the ground when you do that spell?
I don't believe so. Nope.
She
Outdoors or
summons
indoors is the
spectral
only
bear, and he
classification.
just immediately falls out of the sky.
The only classification is you have to be indoors or outdoors.
Spell doesn't function where nature has been replaced by construction, such as dungeons, towns. Okay. Because I know this might sound weird, because like this place is huge. Like we're only getting a 3 mile radius. I wonder if it would be smart to call Jen back and have Finoa fly around with Jen and like do sections of this place and check it out.
Just
Are you equipping Jen with sonar?
Kind of, yeah.
Yes, that is exactly what he's doing.
Like, yeah,
Sugar Daddy!
And you know what? That feels like a good idea.
it does, but like, yeah, that might be our best
Yeah,
bet because this
yeah.
place is huge. Like, we're not getting
Looking for a needle in a haystack right now.
kind of like.
Songar Daddy?
Songar Daddy.
Sonar and sugar.
Oh.
God damn it.
My feet has been stolen, guys.
Oh no. And she's looking at you too like, what you gonna do about it?
Uh-huh.
Sit on her.
I don't want to sit on her. I could just pick her up by her feet, though.
Yeah. So I mean, at this point in time, I think that's our best bet to speedily maybe figure this out. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
It's probably a good thing that none of these people have heard of it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the only other... I would say, like, maybe send Fen with Jen and do that. Because, you know, Sparky's going to be able to cover more ground than we can on foot. And then the rest... I'll stay here with Varel still, and the rest of you maybe go talk to that Hunter family.
The Hunter family? The Hunter family or the Noble family?
No, the Hunter family. Fuck the Noble family. We don't care about them right now. They are a problem that we don't want to deal with right now.
Fuck them
Because
nobles.
if Varel turns out to be their child, which... I shouldn't have said that. Anyways, if that becomes an issue, because Varel's right there.
Farrell, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
What? Oh,
Jack, I
Dang,
can't believe
that's
you've done
crazy.
this.
With a +3.
With +3.
save with +3. I got
21
24.
+3.
24.
God damn.
Okay, good.
Okay, so no more talking about that. Fuck the nobles. Again, like I said, problem.
So-
Later.
girls saves, but they still remember. Like, okay, that's
There is a very brief flash. It's like trying to recall to being like, oh, a noble child. And you remember being in a home, well set off, well taken care of. But you also remember feeling alone.
okay.
We have so much in common, and you don't even know it.
Vero and Ash are about to trauma bond.
Yeah. But first we have to get rid of your demon. At least that one demon. The actual manifestation of the demons.
We gotta take care of Varel's inner demons.
We have to kill the outer demon and then deal with the inner demons. We can trauma bond over the inner demons later.
Oh god.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, the Hunter family, because they may have come across what we're looking for, might be able to save us some time. We don't care about the nobles. Again, like I said, problem more than solution. They're not going to give us any information that we probably don't already know. So I think that's going to be our best bet, personally. Anyone else have any other ideas?
Sounds good to me. God damn it.
I'm gonna go scout that out. Give me 20-30 minutes before you head over.
Scouting what out?
The Hunter family. And anything else in town.
Okay.
Or are you just reconnaissance?
Yeah.
No, don't go chase that. I need it. Where did it
Okay,
go?
I'm gonna. So if the guards are done with anything interesting or relevant,
They seem to just be continuing to bicker amongst each other, and then they go into like just casual conversation of over what they might do and what might just happen with everything that's going on. It's like, oh, when this is all over, might finally be able to travel again. You never travel for shit. Yeah, but I'm kind of thinking about it now. You know, being entrapped like that feels like, kind of know you get travel envy. What, you gonna become an adventurer now? Of course not. Let's see if they can transfer you somewhere else. Transfer you where? We're in a mountain range. I don't know, the mines? Look at something new for once? Just something trivial.
Oh my god, they're having the COVID moment of like, man, I should travel more.
Dahmer, I would say wait. Because I think we need to re-up comms, because I think you only had like 2 or 3 hours.
We only 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be probably up close to now.
It's very much on the edge.
Yeah, and
good.
I would kind of like to get Jen in on this. Just so we have...
Right.
Was
Call
she on
Sparky?
comms previously?
Oh, I don't...
No.
Probably not.
No,
I
because
don't
you did that
think so.
before she was there.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we don't need to have it. As long as we have Fen on comms, I guess that's
Should we
fine.
go a little bit outside of town and call Sparky?
Yeah,
We should
just...
probably get at
Yeah.
least out of earshot of these gods.
I would
'cause
go ahead
they're-
and toss up the Eldritch Blast a couple times as we walk out of town.
Jack, they already think that
No,
we're
we're
implicated.
gonna go a little bit further than that, like, out of eyesight of the guards before
I mean,
shoot up.
They've probably
Eldritch
already
Blast.
seen Sparky flying around.
Let's hope that let's hope they haven't and not make that they've definitely seen
Actually-
Sparky.
I'm gonna stay put next to the guards because I want to hear what their reaction is to seeing an eldritch blast in the sky.
Because keep in mind, like the
The
main
look on
road.
Dean's face right now.
So the main road is open, right? It's not like straight up forest right there, right?
Not entirely, no, yeah.
So-
It's got mostly opening, but there is some foliage of cover. Not
Oh shit!
terribly
I made
so, though.
popcorn.
But realistically, like you can see a good distance down the main road from the guard's position.
You can see a fair distance. I wouldn't exactly call it good distance, but it's like good enough that if a threat was coming, they could prepare within like maybe 3 or 4 minutes.
So the last time we called down Sparky and Jen, are they able to see that location from?
No, because you guys were still about 2 hours off.
Okay, so if we go at least like an hour, would that be hidden enough?
More, yeah, that'd probably be more
Okay.
than enough. Yeah.
So I guess we do that, and we do need to have Dalmar. You do need to come with us
Okay.
because you got to be within sight to get Fanoa. We have to at least have one of them calmed up. Unless you want to comms now, we go summon, and you eavesdrop.
Real quick, I'm going to grab 5 pounds of rocks and slowly start sleight of handing them into the Big Mouth's coin pouch.
Why the fuck did I even bring that up?
I approve.
Yeah, yeah.
That poor guy.
I don't feel bad for him the slightest. Fuck him.
It is. Oh wait! Oh, to the guard. I'll be honest. I thought you
Yeah.
meant Fen because Fen always talks shit.
But we love it. That's the difference.
Nope.
I'm
Into
family.
the guard.
So while this whole contemplatory logistical conversation is going on, unbeknownst to the rest of you, has Dalmar's just been kind of like loosely darting around the area, kind of like loosely pocketing rocks and so on what forth, and eventually just kind of making his way back. And as you're asking me, like, oh no, do you want to comms up with us or you want to comms up now? Just Dalmar's just been slowly but surely just 1 rock, 2 rocks, 3 rocks, 4 rocks. Just
5
constantly
rocks,
just
6
plucking
rocks.
a rock in there, just getting that little bit of weight extra and extra higher.
I love it. So, yeah, probably comms up now. We have Fen involved.
Okay.
You can eavesdrop and go scouting and do whatever you want to do in the meantime.
Eavesdrop.
Go ahead and roll the 1d10 and mark off
No.
2 sonic die.
No.
Okay.
Gets the 1.
Right, I need 2d10?
1d10, because you're only marking off the time. I'm allowing it to be just on 1 roll. Because then trying to differentiate who has what time would be too annoying.
Correct. Okay.
5 hours.
Alright. And yeah, this is totally not precarious at the moment.
I love the cat.
Cat just...
Staring at the popcorn, looking at Ashton's
Well,
face.
no, correction. She was staring at Astra and she's like, excuse you. And then she looked at the popcorn like, me.
Well, no, she started out looking at the popcorn, looked up to Astrid, and then went back to the popcorn like, come on, feed me.
She's
So-
staring so intently and not blinking, and it's freaking me out.
With comms now connected with the majority of the party, well, no, the entire party, and Dalmar hanging back for the moment to scout out the town. Really quickly, as the party begins to make their way backwards in order to go call Jen outside of eyeshot and earshot, Dalmar, where and or what are you scouting for?
Anything that may be relevant. I'm going to go sort of meander my way to the Hunter family. Because with all the happenings going on, maybe someone having an idle conversation with someone else, either in the pub or somewhere that I could hear something interesting. And I'm going to go to where my character would know would be the most, at least, likely spots to hear that kind of info.
Go ahead and just roll me an investigation check.
All right.
$22.
Dude, this
Reliable
Fucking-
talent saving you.
Yeah,
Totally.
the caffeine. It
Like-
knows you're hopped up on caffeine.
no, like seriously, 80% of my skill checks since that level have all been on the reliable talent.
Yeah.
They've all been
This-
like two to
No, don't
like
even
2
think
to
about
8.
it.
But this is
Hey, at
par for
least
the
you're
course.
using the skill.
This is par for the
Yeah,
course. as you
the
as a
skill
player,
is saving
though.
you.
This is par for the course for some odd reason.
Yeah, like that's why being a rogue with reliable talent is the best thing for him as a player, because him as a player typically rolls 5 and less on everything.
Jesus.
I keep playing really shitty rogues because they can never roll above a fucking 5 on a stealth.
Jeez.
Yeah, when he
Until
first
level 8.
when he first brought in
Especially
Dalmar,
bad.
it was a nat 1 on stealth check when he first met Corveus.
That's right.
Oh, and this was especially bad in 3.5 when it wasn't stealth, it was hide and to move silently. So I would get a
Jesus.
15 on one and a 2 on the other.
Oh.
Like,
So they couldn't see you, but they could hear you.
Yep.
yes. Or I was like I could not be heard. It was amazing, but my canteen and my foot is sticking out for some fucking reason or something like that.
But searching around town while the party is drifting off to get to a secluded area to call Jen. For the most part, the rabble of the town is all over the situation about how people are thankful that they're defended in the city for the time being, but some of them are skeptical on just how long that's going to last. Things about how they're afraid to let their children out, how they're afraid to travel at all, how some want to make the journey outside of the country, but they're too afraid or they have too much to abandon here. And hearing up a couple things, drifting from one place to another, and especially getting that lock-on of the destination of the Fievel family for the Hunter's home, you would hear about how some of them have begun to restrict their own movements as of recent times, saying they've been finding less and less game and how they're fearing more and more staying out too late. And when the closer you get towards the Fievel household, which is just off the edge of Beer Ridge, towards where the main path towards the mountain starts to head off, is where you start to hear a bunch of gatherings going on with some kids going on. For whatever reason, a lot of them seem to be not exactly rebelling, but they're kind of forming their own like little cliques of gangs of children, kind of like trying to play with each other when they're all just stuck within the city borders. A majority of them kind of all talking about
No! Stop.
a lot of them
shitting on my
talking about how they
keyboard.
just want to go back into the forest and find their secret hideouts and whatnot, and all these little details of which they're all just tired of being cooped up. And as you get towards the Fievel house itself, you see a group of maybe about 16 or so people are all standing out there, either tanning animals, carving, or filleting one another, the flesh itself. Or filleting, I guess, is one answer, but still. And going up to there, you do hear a bit of a conversation going on between them, where, for the majority, it seems like those who are the parents of children and whatnot are conversing about how they're worried that the Wanderlust may take their children, that they might go somewhere they don't want them to go, and how they don't feel happy having to restrict them from going out into the forest, and how they've definitely noticed that their child has become more and more anxious to travel into the trees, into the plants again. And one thing of note, I will say, with a 22, is that they mentioned that their kids talk less and less about their hiding spots. That ever since they weren't allowed to leave the city, they talk less and less about how they are having these grand adventures where they can't be seen.
I'm going to give a synopsis over comms.
Random adventures where they can't be seen?
Mhm.
In the woods.
Mhm.
Okay. That could be some good information.
Yeah. Are the kids talking about going out in the woods soon? At any time? Or sneaking out?
Talk about it, but they don't actually seem like they have a set date of any kind to do such a thing. Mostly due to the fact that whenever one kid brings it up, another one kind of perseveres. Is like, but mom said not to go out that far. It's like, we've been gone too long from our hiding spots. Who knows what kind of thievery may have occurred? They might have taken our treasures. And just several argumentative points of like, we can't defy our parents, but at the same time, we've been doing that all along. What's so different?
Part of me wants Dalmar to just ask them, but I know his charisma, and I don't.
Right?
I mean, that's a...
What if he just got in their head and made them think it was their conscious asking them questions?
His
I was
charisma is
just
not high
thinking
enough for that.
something along those lines. I mean, he's gonna fucking try it anyway. Oh, he's gonna open up a one-on-one columns with one of them, and just say, "Where was the hiding place again?" And then drop comms and see if there's a response.
You instantly see this one kid just like instantly snap their head towards wherever they heard the voice from. It just goes like, you know the hiding spot's secret. Only those who can't find it are the ones who find it. That's why we're the best at it. And you just see a bunch of kids like, who are you talking to? It's like, that one. I didn't say anything. No, you did. You talked to me. Like, just all this like little banter instantly.
Kids are great.
I don't like that.
And then I'll do it again and go, what does that mean?
You instantly just like, once again amongst the rabble goes like, oh, come on, you can't possibly have forgotten. Just walk into the woods and you'll find it. It's that simple. But mom and dad says, but we've already done this before. Who cares about mom and dad? It's like, but I like mom and dad. It's like, yeah, well, they're keeping you from the hiding spots.
But I like mom and dad, but fuck them.
I'm gonna relay this shenanigans and possible info to the headquarters, I guess. Team, you are now to the rest of the D&D party here. You are now headquarters, apparently. With varying levels of seniority in Dalmar's head.
Part of me wants you to convince them to, like, go there, but the other part of me is like, no, the forest is dangerous
send
right
the
now.
kids
Don't
there.
send kids.
It sounds way too much like the Ice Castle. Like
It does. You have to be lost to find it. That sounds so sketchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
But it's also kids making up fanciful tales. So it could just be part of their story for it.
Could, but.
I mean,
Dalmar. Oh, Dalmar, what are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, gonna go get lost in the woods. See ya.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
be careful.
While Dalmar is off doing
remaining
that.
invisible the whole time. Well,
Okay.
actually, before, do you guys want me in town when you talk to the hunters, or,
I mean, If you want to do some sneaky searching, go for it. We can deal with the Hunter family.
Do not get lost in the woods by yourself.
Just also another thought of going back to that temple. And it would have been great if I would have thought to sneak back to them
Do
and
what?
hear, just to hear what their like after action report sounds like. But
That guy was absolutely useless. So unhelpful.
I don't think it was intentional though. I think he was just like,
I know what I know.
well, anyway,
he was
Well,
just
Damar's-
naturally useless.
Drifting off into the forest on his own, as the rest of you make it that distance off of the city itself to get out of line of sight and out of earshot. Fair enough that even if Jem were to come down with Sparky, hopefully it would be nothing more than a speck of blackness in the sky. I imagine with Ashrin casting up a Eldritch Blast to call upon the bird, would take a little bit of time before...
I like to imagine that there's like a pattern of Eldritch Blasts that we send up to call Sparky specifically.
A little
Do
bit
you
of Morse
have-
code.
Do you have the one feat that allows you to bend your Eldritch Blast, or the one invocation?
No.
No,
Okay. I was
I'm
gonna say,
not
like,
a warlock.
spell out SOS. Well, I didn't know if you took a feat for warlock invocations. Was the thing.
She did, but not for that.
No,
Yeah.
not
Mage
for
armor.
that.
Yeah,
Mage
for
armor.
mage armor.
Okay, that's fair.
But eventually you would get a response from the bird in the sky, hearing the cry of its animal form before eventually it would land a bit of a distance off from you guys and kind of just making their way closer. As Jen just kind of hops off for a little bit and goes like, "Alright, what you got?"
So we have a way to maybe find the hole, but it's only like a 3-mile radius. So we were hoping you could fly Fanoa around while she does her spell and kind of asks the land if there's any giant holes around and dead trees.
She instantly just points to Varel, like, "Isn't that a druid thing?"
I'm special.
It's also a Fanoa thing.
Uh-huh. So...
I'm gonna kind of lean over and whisper, "It's weird. We know. You get used to it."
Fair. So, you just want me to fly blindly again to see if you can find this thing again?
Not blindly, but like maybe in kind of a grid pattern and work off sections and kind of work your way through Soraya. I know it's going to take some time, but at this point in time, I don't think we have a better option for finding it. Everything else has been leading to nothing. Dalmar's checking some information from some kids who, said that they found hiding holes out in the woods, but you got to get lost to find them or something like that.
I recommend starting in the southeast area of the city.
Wait, hang on. What'd you say about the kids getting lost thing?
They said that they have these great hiding spots that you have to be lost to find them.
Did they mention treasure?
Yes.
Yes.
You see her, like, trying so hard to, like, connect something there. Like, she remembers, but there's a difficulty. Kind of same as how Varel has done before. Okay. It's crazy, but while I'm up there with Fanoa, mind talking to those kids?
Dalmar
Sure.
is doing that right now. Or was. He's heading out into the woods now.
just... I can't tell you why, but that's just... You know... I feel it.
Well, that makes sense since you and Varel went missing from this place.
Jack,
I kind of figured that a little bit. I mean... Vero remembered it as our home.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're not there.
And Volma, this is something they've already known. Like, they're from here.
yeah,
Plus-
that was more meaning like the specifically lost here part. I don't know.
I mean, plus, like...
I was more nervous about Varel than Jen.
It's been years. Unless you mention something more specific, I don't know if... Well, I don't know about Vero, but at least for me, nothing really comes up there.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna relay this thing to Dalmar. You know, about Jen feeling something with this whole getting lost. Maybe try and get some more out of the kids?
Okay, what do you want me to fish for?
How? You know, I mean, maybe
Well,
more than
all
just
they
getting
said
lost.
was it's simple. Just walk out in the forest. It's just like the ice castle.
Tell him the ice castle was magic.
Wait,
And why do you think this can't be?
why don't we use the helm of teleportation like we used at the ice castle and just do the same shit? It worked that time.
Yeah.
Because we saw... Well,
Hey, casters. What
Gem-
would this area look like if you'd used detect magic from the air?
Excellent question.
We've used detect magic already before, and we didn't get anything.
From the air, though?
I don't think it'd change. Well,
Be a different perspective.
I mean, maybe.
It is so good to be able to finally sharpen my knives. No, really, I've been missing this knife sharpening kit for a year. Because it was in my room. When I knew it was in the shop, thank you. Anyway.
Yeah, because Fen did say that there's some type of other, like, plane influence thing over this area.
That would fit.
But it seemed... I mean, flying up with a detect magic active might work. I mean, Volmer, do you have the boots of flying on right now, too?
no, because I'd have to leave Morris, and I still feel bad about untuning to him.
We don't need him right now.
Yes, but he's still a person. Just kind of locking him in a ring and leaving him, like, that would be terrible.
No, you
Can I
say,
kind
hey, we're gonna try not to die here. We're gonna need every advantage we can.
I'm still going to do it. I'm just waiting.
Fan wants to volunteer as tribute.
Yeah, may I just go up to the ring and just kind of speak at it? We don't need you. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Bueno.
No! That's so mean!
Exactly!
You would get a little bit of response in your head, but I was like, I really hope she knows that that's not how that works, but I can... It still hurts.
Well, now I feel bad.
You should!
Oh, that was funny.
That was so mean.
I like the idea of Fan just walking out to Volmer's hand. Just...
Outing into the ring.
Yeah.
To be fair, in like Fen's defense, she's also used to Jack with his ring, which that did work.
Yeah.
It worked. He hurt her. It just was mean.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah. I guess that could be something like Volmer, if you could do Detect Magic, and then fly up with Sparky real quick. Just to see if there's some weird layer over this place, I guess.
That I can do.
Um,
Assuming Sparky doesn't shock me for getting on.
I make no promises. And you see Jen just grinning.
That's good to hear.
some people like it when they get their groin shocked.
Jack, I will stab you.
Okay, a bit too far.
Oh.
I love the two reactions of too far and I will stab you.
Don't worry, I stab back.
Oh yeah, you can
In
do
which
that.
hole?
Whichever one needs
Jen?
filling.
I'm trying to get along here, okay?
Why did I give you the rose?
I just destroyed Ashrin. Ashrin is dead.
I love how perverted this group is sometimes.
uh,
I'm fucking
I love-
crying.
I love being the straight man in this group.
so, Vanoa and Volmer are going up with Jen?
I think just Volma right now with Detect Magic, just to see if there's
Okay.
some type of magical layer over Soraya. Maybe
Okay.
go up, 500 feet or so, and see if he triggers any vision.
I will
It
ritual
is.
cast Detect Magic.
It is simple enough that as you fly up into the air and you cast Detect Magic, that there is no magical signature in the air or within the time elapsed of flying around. There doesn't seem any sort of off or residual magic to be seen.
I think then the planar influence is maybe just a portal. That's where all these things keep coming from. That's my
But then
guess.
wouldn't it be concentrated on a certain point? Since it's influence, not...
Well, okay. I, as a player, know. Would Jack retain? Should I do like an intelligence check, see if he retains anything?
About
Kind of like portals and how they kind of bleed out, and if there's multiple portals, the energy would suffuse like the whole area.
intelligence check.
Nope.
Nope. That is complicated shit.
Yep. Portals do weird things.
Arcane magic things and stuff in words, yeah.
This is so sad because I built him because I have all the knowledge I have.
Yeah,
and I know
you
Jack
tried
is
not to,
good.
yeah.
And now it's just like magic do magic.
It's okay. It's fine.
At least
I
you're
love
good.
him anyway.
And
Even
you can
if
tell,
he is
like-
a big dummy.
Jack has this frustrated look on his face because he knows he should know more about this shit,
Yep.
but he doesn't.
Has Ashrin learned any about this in her schooling?
Make an intelligence check. It's gonna be a bit of a high DC.
Can I make a check too?
Yeah, I just asked if I could.
I would say Fen can. I would say Volmer not, only because planar intelligence from Keeley is not exactly something they care about. They mostly just care about, well, war and domineering, so they don't give a fuck about the other planes.
But you would go to war with other planes.
They would like to, wasn't for the fact that they know they would lose.
Yeah, I was like, if you're dumb.
Yeah.
I am not a wizard.
I don't know, they aren't the smartest.
Yeah, let's go
I
to
do
war
know
with
which
the
fork
Feywild.
to use, though. It's fine.
Now,
I just use my
thoughts
hands.
on Keeley would be they wouldn't go to war with the other planes, but they would use one like the Brass City as a weapon.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Ooh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, can you imagine that? Someone opening a literal portal to hell on your doorstep as a weapon?
I mean,
That's kind of a
Hey,
power
that
move.
happened.
it did.
Yeah.
In Faerun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a 17, Fen, it's not anything grandiose, mostly due to the fact that your family may have plane hop, the tribe itself may have planar hop, but they never really did it through portals. And while being able to just kind of jump from one place to another, they always talk about how it has to be in a certain condition, or something has to be just right for them to do so. Finoa never really cared to learn that much about it, and especially when the fact that this whole conversation over portals, that was never a point of conversation for them, so they just wasn't something that Fen knows.
I know nothing. I got it. I'll be back in a minute.
I'm timing you.
I'll be back in maybe 5 minutes. Probably less.
What is with your obsession with timing people on like?
I
oh,
know,
I'll
I'm
be back
just
in
a
a
stickler
second.
for the fucking the words that they choose.
You're just
So
a
if you
bitch.
say I'll be back in a second, it's like, okay, it's been more than a second. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, it's been more than a minute.
Uh-huh.
It's a figure of speech. That's a
It is a figure of speech, and I like being an ass about it. It's not the timing, it's just the words.
So real for that.
Yep.
Okay, so we got Dalmar getting lost.
Well, that is a good question. Dama, are you still heading out towards the woods to get lost, or are you doubling back to see if you can figure out more from the kids?
I'm just gonna try it.
Dalmar, I'm
Okay.
sure if you gave them like a shiny knife, they would. Kids are easy to bribe.
And confirm, man. If I gave my kid a shiny knife, he'd do whatever I asked him to.
Offer them some
Exactly.
V-Bucks.
Yeah, but Dalmar doesn't want the potential missing or dead children on his conscience. He's not.
I mean, they don't gotta
Is
go
he
Dalmar's
with you.
not
good character?
willing. And
Oh, no.
here's the weird thing: he shouldn't be. I made
shouldn't
him.
be.
I made him to be neutral evil,
Yeah.
but
But
he's
Dalmar, as a
turned.
player, is a evil Boy Scout.
Yes,
Pissed
the
off Boy
evil
Scout.
side of the player of Dalmar is a pissed off Boy Scout, or has previously been described as a pissed off Boy Scout.
This is why I can't get a certain sexy vampire from a game to sleep with me.
Astarion.
He doesn't like me.
Fusion. But, Damar, as you're traveling through the forest and just traveling in that time, quick question, do you still have invisibility up?
Of course,
Okay.
it has never dropped.
There comes moments and periods where you're just walking out there just like, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing out here, there's nothing I can do, I'm just walking through a forest. At some point, you don't even really realize as to when, but you swear you've seen one raccoon like 8, 9 times, and its head is just always tracking you.
I'm gonna ditch behind a tree and retry the hide action while maintaining invisibility. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
so is that
Stealth with advantage.
advantage? That was the word I was after. There's a 2 on the dice,
Good, good. Give me a 3.
followed by a 7. Okay.
Okay. So as
Aye.
you quickly duck behind a tree and you take cover.
Wait, hold on. I rolled investigation on accident once.
Well,
Wait,
they're
did
both
I?
It says stealth on both of them. Yeah, it says stealth on both.
Oh, okay. It has 3 rolls
Yep.
up and looked at the top 2. Never mind, we're good.
As you do so, and you take a very quick peek past the tree, raccoon's gone.
Guys, I think I'm being tracked while invisible by a raccoon.
I don't think that's normal, Dama.
Correct.
Do you need backup or?
As you're having this mental calm, you feel an acorn just top of the head.
And
Look
if I
out, there's a
did,
raccoon.
what would I say? I'm by the trees,
I don't know.
and an acorn fell on my head.
Was
I'm
it?
gonna look up.
Just right there, just sitting on top, looking down at you.
It knows where I am. It just dropped an acorn on my head. Hold on.
Is it? Can it talk?
And you mental comms with the raccoon?
I'm gonna mental comms the raccoon, one-on-one, allowing for 2-way communication.
Okay.
Hello?
What does the raccoon sound like? Does it speak?
There's no response.
Damn it! I wanted Queen K to make raccoon voices.
Could you drop 2 acorns if you hear me?
You watch as the raccoon just like, with its paw, just scratches the tree ever so slightly, and you just watch as 2 acorns just from more on top of the branches just right on top of your foot.
Wait,
Okay, so
so it doesn't speak a language?
it does.
It understands
Otherwise,
It does.
if it didn't speak a language,
He can't
it
communicate
wouldn't
with
have.
it.
It wouldn't have. The connection wouldn't have solidified.
And it
So it's just
wouldn't
being
have
a bitch.
understood what he asked.
It's just choosing not to be vocal, mentally vocal.
There's a raccoon in the woods that's no, she's gone again. I was gonna explain and she took the headset off, and now I. Damn it, Fen! Come back!
You're gonna love this.
There. That's the explanation until she gets back.
Fair.
I wonder if its name is Rocky.
I love raccoons with their little grabby hands.
They're amazing.
And they wash their food.
Even cotton candy.
They do. Have you seen them with like a cotton candy?
No,
trying
the
to wash
cotton
it?
candy makes me so sad. They get so upset.
Oh yeah.
Have you
I've
ever like?
seen that.
Can you imagine though? You're like sitting down to have a little snacky snack, and like you go to like eat it and like prepare it, and then your food just disappears. I'd be so upset.
So, Xal'Mel, don't attack the raccoon,
No.
because it might not be a raccoon.
I mean, there's only
Well,
one way
I'm
to find
still
out.
invisible, and it's dropped 2 acorns on my head and 2 on my feet. It definitely sees me. While invisible, this is definitely not a normal raccoon.
And you said you could speak with it in mental comms?
Yes, it clearly understands me. It has chosen not to be vocal in a response, but it does hear me. Okay, I'm just... In case I get ambushed, I really don't want to drop invisibility. Although at this point, I kind of don't see the point in being invisible. But
I mean, it can see you, but everything else probably can't.
yeah, that's fair.
It's just built different.
I am having a
It's
hell of a
just built
time
different.
taking notes today because I keep stabbing myself with the pencil.
Oof. That
I
sucks.
stabbed myself in the scratch from the cat with the pencil.
Oh.
Oh.
Y'all are banned from caffeine, I swear to God.
It's not the caffeine. This is just my normal state of being.
Yeah, and the caffeine makes it worse.
No, it doesn't.
Am I still allowed to have caffeine?
No.
We'll see.
Fen, did you read about the raccoon?
No.
We have a sentient raccoon who can see Dalmar that's invisible. Also can
Oh
understand.
yeah, I gathered that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just wasn't sure where the raccoon
So
came from.
in
He was just wandering and he found it.
Or more like the raccoon found him.
yeah.
I'm pet.
Either that or it has super mega hearing. Anyway. So back to comms with the raccoon. Do you have any hiding places that has a statue?
There is a deep gaze that comes from the raccoon itself before we watch it just leap off of the tree and start just making its way.
Following.
Make a survival check for me real quick.
Oh no.
Oh, crikey. Survival.
Nine. As you are running along and trying to keep track of this raccoon, and eventually, even with your being able to dash action and dash bonus action, this raccoon is outspeeding you unnaturally, swiftly, and incredibly, to the point that
without can I keep up if I drop the silent stepping? Or
even
was
with
already...
that, going all out, full speed, it still continues to escape your reach, to escape the distance. It just continues to grow and grow and grow until eventually you just lose sight altogether. And while you try your best to try and keep track and trying to listen out, trying to see where did this thing lead you to, eventually you can't help but admit that the raccoon is lost.
Do I still have the connection?
Nope. Especially because that one, I believe you need to stay within line of sight to maintain the one-on-one. I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Well, maybe... Navigating, yeah. Proficiencies... That's rogue shit. Where's racial traits? Mind blank. 120 feet of you.
Yeah,
You
to
can see. Okay.
Yeah. Very first words are to see.
Well, team, I asked the raccoon straight up, are there any holes with the statue?
None of you hear him at all.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Does he know?
Lost Delmar!
Nope.
Dalmar,
Dalmar's still
you get
just babbling
no
in his head.
response. You know the psychic links are still up because they are your ability. You just got no response. So either they didn't hear you, or they are actively not responding.
Right. Well, I'm keeping comms up in case they can still use it. But okay, that's interesting.
That raccoon's power is beyond our imagination.
Well,
We have met a particularly powerful raccoon.
I'm keeping invisible for whatever that matters, and continuing to just aimlessly wander because apparently that's what I got right now.
It doesn't take long before.
Dalmar's dead now.
Doesn't
Might be
take
time
long
to
as you
start
just continue to walk and continues to aimlessly amber through whatever tree lines you could possibly find until you start to smell things of sweetness, pungent flowers, and yet not overly overwhelming, just a gentle, alluring smell that very quickly shifts to something more grotesque and acidic. At some point, though, while you're traveling with your stupidly high passive perception, somewhere between those trees, the fervent brown and the luscious green, you swear you spot just a little bit of orange in between some of those.
Okay, so
It's a cat.
one thing I was trying to say but forgot I had muted myself. At this point, I want to do, same thing, glide behind a tree and roll another hide action.
Okay.
Maintaining
I'll check.
invisibility. Another 2, and a 9. Holy crap, man. Alright.
Yeah, at least neither of them were a 1.
True.
Yeah. So as you are hiding amongst this forest and seeing that twinge of orange between the trees, is there anything you do?
Observe.
It's just simply there, just a solid one. And with your perception and focusing in on that, seems like a dying set of leaves.
This is truly bizarre. And I have no idea what is possessing Dalmar to do this.
It's
He's
the
gonna sit-
caffeine, probably.
He wants to just sit down and meditate.
Not the caffeine.
Not the caffeine.
Not the
What is
caffeine.
that?
He got a mushroom or something.
As you meditate, are you reaching out for your spirit?
No.
What are you meditating on?
Just focusing on the peace of being in the forest.
In the silent time, where only the sounds of the forest ring through your mind, there comes an instant where you just feel something. Just a presence. Being aware of it. But you ignore it. There's several presences in the forest.
Oh?
Then you swear you feel a little bit of warmth. Then you just feel something scratch your cheek. You ever gonna wake up?
What's talking to me?
Open your eyes, you just see a big old raccoon about the size of a dog.
We got the raccoon voice.
Boys, I'm so excited!
I thought it was a goblin.
Hi.
You and your friends claim you want to help.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna help? Or are you gonna sit there and sleep all day?
The objective is to help.
This is a tanuki.
I don't know what
And
it
if
is,
you're
but I
gonna
love it.
help, then I suggest heading your way towards where I've been leading you.
I lost you quite quickly.
Yeah, but you kept walking. Just like you're supposed to. You know, adventure and whatnot. That's what
Yeah.
you adventuring people do.
So, hold on. All the same. Okay, that's not a 1. That's a 7.
Seem to be lying to you. In fact, just seems to be very, very smug about this.
Alright, lead on.
Oh, don't lead. You just go.
Okay.
Dalmar's
He
made
only
a
talked to
friend.
you because you fucking stopped moving.
Dalmar's made a friend.
Also, Dalmar's mind just... his horizons just expanded a little bit. But that's okay.
I
do
love
that
how
later.
we're all slowly getting our own like spirit buddies. Like Fen has Frankie, Jack has his dog, Volmir has Irdal. Like
Mine's
Now
not really
Dalmar
a
has
spirit buddy,
tanuki.
though. Mine's a mount.
It's a buddy though.
weren't you petting it earlier?
Yeah.
Right.
Damar,
Not
you just
doesn't do
continue to
anything.
walk.
Mhm.
As you make your way away from the raccoon, who just sits down on the ground now, just watching you leave. As you continue to walk, those little patches of orange, they continue to grow more and more common. Eventually, you notice the trees themselves, the bark start to kind of strip slightly. And things become to get more and more decrepit. Until eventually you feel yourself just standing amongst a much darker, less forgiving location in the forest. Somewhere you feel is not welcoming you.
Over comms. Marco!
Nothing.
Right.
So concerning. And here we are. Dalmar doesn't believe in different planes, so he's not going to realize what's
He
happening.
did his research.
You
He
better start
believes in
believing
different
in 'em.
planes. He just thinks they're flat.
You better start believing in them, because you're in one.
Is he in the Feywild? Is that what's going on here?
Probably not Feywild. Well, maybe.
Possible.
Going off the Tanuki for the
I was
Feywild, guys.
imagining it was like another pocket plane, like the island.
Yeah.
Is there anything you do, Dalmar?
Okay, so I'm on the edge of the decrepit.
You're relatively into it.
I'm going to spiral in and continue to observe, and that makes sense. Like, instead of just going from straight to A to B, I'm gonna like spiral inwards.
Okay.
It's like I want to really size up what's going on here.
It delays the rate of which the trees around you begin to shift into far more decrepit and dying states of being. And yet, it still continues, nonetheless. And even as you feel yourself going in a spiral of some kind, it never quite feels like you're on the wrong track. Even shifting, swaying, doing these little odd movements, it almost feels like someone is always holding your head in the right direction somehow. Not forcefully, just making sure you're never getting lost. Until eventually you do find an opening of sorts. One where several of the trees just give away to shattered and broken over husks of wood. Where you just see the ground beneath, not exactly withered, but something has very clearly, tentatively covered it up, almost like a pitfall trap.
Dang it! Use the trackpad. Right, this isn't 3-5. You don't look for the skill of search. I look for investigation is what I'm after, right?
Investigation or perception? Investigation is more hands-on detail, while perception is just visual.
Searching for traps.
Investigation.
Okay. It's almost on
12.
15.
It's not so much a trap, mostly due to how deliberately obvious it looks. But you can definitely feel that the ground itself is uneven. It's unnatural. Or more accurately speaking, it is a bit too natural. Like someone compacted dirt in that very position for a very specific reason. And as you're kind of feeling it out, trying to find where this edges remain, there is one spot amongst all of it that as you kind of are just gently patting your hand through, you feel your fingers just kind of slip into that withered dirt and grass. Like just the slightest layer of dirt.
Dalmar fingered the hole.
Fingered the dirty hole, too.
Oh no!
Ah.
I'm being
I need you guys.
bitten.
I need you guys to stop.
No.
Breaking barrel. Check.
The sequel to Breaking Bad?
I'm gonna brush some of the dirt aside.
You start to kind of brush away. You begin to make clear that there is some sort of opening there that has been tunneled. It's rather sizable, too. You can easily crawl into this massive hole that seems like almost like a mole had dug through it. Without issue, your shoulders would have plenty of space for you to go through with ease.
Would Jack fit?
Probably. At least in estimation.
Hey, Dalmar is definitely in the alright. I need to get back to the team and get reinforcements for this shit kind of mode. Think we found what we're after. Okay. I'm going to stand up. Do I see the raccoon anywhere?
Even with your passive perception? Nope.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say it out loud anyways because, well, I'm sure the raccoon can hear me. Actually, no? I didn't open up one-on-one comms again. Nah. I'll be back, and I'm gonna start walking. This time, I am intending to walk to. Whatever this city name is. Gellus.
There you go.
I was just slightly too zoomed in to see the name. With the intention, before I walk, of walking to Gellus. Then I take my first step.
And as you go to walk, as the rest of the party on the outside, trying to find out what information they can, doing detect magic and whatnot. Varel, give me a perception check real quick.
Alright, bet. $13.
Okay. In the meantime, Dalmar, walking your way back to town, and with that intention, it's not at all long before you leave that decrepit, dying little center location, and you land upon just outside the city. You swear you walked not even a fifth of the same distance that you did before. Especially when you ran after the raccoon, you went far for a very long while. And this time it only took me like 10 minutes to walk your way back. When you are so sure you ran way beyond farther than that.
I'm going to unmute my mic is what I'm going to do first. I'm going to, because I kept mental comms up, I didn't sever the connection, even if they were not useful to me at that time. Marco?
I
Jack.
can hear him.
Hello?
Oh?
Dalmar?
Wait, am I in
Alright.
this?
The response to that would definitely not be Polo in this world because Marco Polo does not exist.
Fuck you.
Nuh-uh.
Marco Polo is universal.
Hey, you mean multi-dimensional?
I was going to say, he transcends the dimensional barrier.
I'm sure there's some cultural equivalent in game.
Kid
But also,
DK,
to
what's
answer,
the
to answer your question, Vero, yes, you are part of the mental comms.
Kid DK, what's the cultural equivalent of Marco Polo in this world?
I'm trying to think of a really stupid pun.
Polo Marco?
No.
I mean, for all we know, Marco Polo could be a famous adventurer, not Explorer on Earth.
Marco Volo. Volo's
Odem
gay.
Arum. Odom Arum.
Odomar.
I don't understand the pun. That's okay.
It's just a stupid fucking. It just makes it. Marco Polo sounds roughly similar. Odo
Yeah.
Arum. Odem Arum.
Okay.
Stupidity is the answer.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So
You asked the question, I offer stupidity.
excellent. Thank you. So I lost contact with you guys for a while. Did comms ever drop for you guys?
Did comms drop for us?
Nope.
No, it did not.
Okay.
That's worrying.
So I was just like the ice castle. It's just whatever dimensional arcane, whatever the hell happened again. And I found exactly what we're looking for. I was there. I touched the ground. We're not going to find it here. Everyone
just
needs
have to just walk into the woods.
Yep, you follow me.
Okay.
It's just like in the Frigid North. We
Interesting.
wander in the forest with the intent of going nowhere.
We kind of
Intent to
cheated
get
in the
lost.
Frigid North, though.
Can we
Well,
cheat
that had
now? Can we just give Dalmar the helm of teleportation and let him take us there?
Well, judging by the fact that it cut off his comms, I don't think it would.
No, it might be an extra or another plane. Can't teleport to another plane unless you have plane shift.
Fair.
We get
didn't
lost in
take
the
long.
woods.
It didn't take long to get there. Gather
Before-
up Jen and Sparky. We're going in.
Before we do, like, while we're waiting to get Jen and Sparky over here, can I, like, apologize to Morris and attune to the Boots of Flying, finally?
You
While
can.
we're waiting for them.
Actually, I want a long rest because I want to psychically coat the +3.
Ooh, okay.
Can if you want to. But either way, Jen and Sparky would already be with you. You guys were with them, to do the detect magic in the sky.
Okay.
Yay.
So, saying this out loud to Jen, Dalmar's found it. Getting there's a little weird. We have to go get lost in the woods.
You mean like we are now?
No, truly lost.
How the hell do you get truly lost in the woods?
You
Yes.
just wander aimlessly.
Yeah. But before we do that, we should all get a good night's rest, so we're good and well for what's to come. Because we're going to be going into this fight most likely.
I don't get it. If that's what you guys think, then what, are you gonna rest out here? Are you gonna go back to town?
We should probably get to near Gellus where Dalmar was at. Maybe sleep on the outskirts of the forest. So, not inside town, but not in the forest itself.
Main
Everyone-
road?
Well, we
Just
gotta go off the main road, right? Wait, is main road like up here or is it
Yes.
over here? Okay.
No, what's going off of Beer Ridge is towards where they seem to be going to work.
Okay.
So the main road follows the river.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, we gotta go west of Gellus. And yeah, let's go do that. Let's go meet up with Dalmar. Make sure we get everything situated. Get some sleep. Just
You guys can do that. I'm gonna go find a place with Sparky. Be safer. Last thing I want is for the city to see that and freak out.
I mean,
That's fair.
what are they gonna do? Try and kill him while we're all
Yes.
around?
Yes, that is exactly
Yes.
what they're going to try to do, Jack.
They would be idiots. They already didn't want to mess with us earlier.
They're scared. Also, they don't want to mess with you because they probably have demons on their hands. I don't think they want to give a fuck about you guys.
Unless you're like straight up provoking them.
I mean, I don't think they give a fuck about Sparky if, it was right next to us and he wasn't like flying around the
Yes,
city.
they probably would. They're already scared.
What I'm getting at is we say, hey,
We
look,
don't want.
this is our friend. They're with us. But either way. go
We
do
don't want them to
whatever.
see Sparky, and then somehow assume we're associated with the demons.
Who looks at a Thunderbird and goes, demon?
Peasants, stupid peasants.
Also,
Who don't
he's pitch
think.
black.
No.
You know how you
Pitch
make the people
black.
think that there's demons attacking them?
Is there an answer?
I just float my cloak with my giant bat wings
Yeah,
and my demon horns, and I fly
yeah, I was
around
gonna
up
say
there.
Batwing Tiefling. That's also a good sell.
Yeah. That
We're
would
not-
work if we needed to make them be afraid of us.
We are not trying to
I
scare
thought it was
them.
gonna be a dumb
We're
joke.
not getting ourselves.
Me too. I was waiting for the dumb joke.
I was thinking she was gonna say Buttercup.
That too. Ooh, can the Batwing Tiefling ride Buttercup and just shout at everybody using thaumaturgy in Infernal?
Let's not do that.
That
Well,
sounds
we'd have to wait a little
terrifying,
bit,
I love
But
that.
I'd give you Buttercup for that.
Let's very much not do that.
Wait. Aren't you good aligned?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm the only
Chaotic
good one.
neutral, baby.
Okay.
I
couldn't-
am the Jack.
Yep.
I am the only person with good alignment in this party.
Okay, I couldn't remember
Yep.
if Ashwin was chaotic good or not.
Nope. Everyone's got a neutral of some kind.
No, not. I don't even have neutral. I'm chaotic good.
Well, technically, Dalmar's also chaotic evil. Technically,
Chaotic?
No, he's neutral.
is it chaotic? It's chaotic or
Neutral
neutral?
evil.
There is no
Okay,
way
neutral.
Dalmar is chaotic or chaotic evil. Let me say that
Oh.
correctly.
He just pocketed 5 pounds of stones in a guy's pocket.
That is like
Neutral
chaotic.
is devious at best.
Keep
Yeah,
in
that
mind,
is-
just because you're chaotic evil doesn't mean you're just a straight murder hobo.
Yeah, you're not insane.
Yeah.
That is,
well,
in essence, the kind of realm, but that doesn't mean
Yeah.
that to what you are.
chaotic evil is just you don't have any limits or morals.
Yeah, you don't care.
Yeah.
But in either case, as Jen begins to fly her way off to find her own place of respite, and you guys use mental communications to regroup with Dalmar. How far off of the city are you going? That's a quick question.
Halfway between the forest and the city?
Okay. It's not
Along
terribly
the
far.
main road.
Yes. Off the side of the main. Off the side of whatever road this is. Because the main road's up here.
Yep.
Yeah. Enough that, like, if people are coming back from, like, mining or whatever, we're not going to be in their way. But, enough that we can see them. They can see us.
Well, the miners come back from the west off of Beer Ridge. The main road's off the river to the north.
Yeah, we're talking about being off it because that's where Dalmar went, wasn't it? West?
Dalmar just went off a random direction.
I thought he was dealing with all the kids in Beer Ridge, so he went west off of that.
He just said random direction. He never really picked a direction proper. It's somewhere in the northwest to southern range. Dalmar just said, I walk.
So whichever one's
And
the
then he made a
closest
recommendation.
fucking road.
I mean, it really doesn't fucking matter because we just have to get lost. So it doesn't matter what direction we walk into the woods.
It might be lost in that area though, because like part of me feels
Every
like
time we say "lost in the woods," the fucking song from Frozen 2.
Frozen 2.
Yeah.
God damn it.
And I
I was
can't
the
get it
only one.
Haven't
Yep.
seen that movie yet.
You're lucky.
The fucking boy band with the reindeer in the background, and yeah,
Oh, that
fuck,
one?
dude.
I've seen the movie.
Uh-huh.
You
I
think
don't
the
remember
visuals
that
are beautiful? I didn't like the movie itself.
Ugh.
I just keep thinking Into the Unknown.
That's not a bad one either.
Yeah.
Unknown
like-
to the end.
Shut up.
I hate you.
Get the fuck out. Either way, whatever road's closest, get near that one just so we have a point of reference, and then
I would say off of Beer Ridge, that would be where Dalmar was more closer of to drifting.
just so we
Especially
have
given the
a
fact that
visual.
he was relatively in the realm of the Fievel hunting family's household, so there's also that. So, setting yourselves up just off the main road, a bit of a distance off of the Beer Ridge district itself, wherein you do have a majority of the day left. There, or not a majority, but there's like late afternoon at this point with all the traveling, all the conversation, all the tests having done. It's only about sunset or so. So unless there's anything you guys want to do for the rest of the night, or you call it early and head out very bright and early tomorrow.
Question, guys. My wild magic is sitting at 2. Should I just reset that, or...
Yes.
Mm,
Alright,
Let's
I'm
be as
gonna-
prepared as possible.
go off a little bit away from them and do that.
You can easily so,
Catherine
Fenella.
in eyesight.
So Ashen, you're at 2 right now. Go ahead and make charisma check since you get. I don't know. There you go. Right off the bat. Beautiful. Roll that d20. Oh, standard. D100. Uh-oh. Jack has thought of something.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
52. Oh, hey, great. Ashen, all those sorcery points you spent, you get 1d10 of those back.
God damn it. Wonderful.
I'm gonna apologize to Morris while I swap my attunements around.
It's okay. I know I'm just the soul in the ring. Nothing more.
Oh
Yeah, pretty much.
no!
Just kidding.
Where the fuck are my expo markers?
Holy shit!
What?
Oh wait, never mind. I thought I read something wrong for a second. Okay. Boop. Boop.
You thought it would just block out Dalmar's telepathic, wouldn't you?
No. I'm not
Oh.
gonna share it because it was really stupid.
So,
It can block out Dalmar's telepathic. I've
It
done
can if he wants to, yeah.
That'd be
question.
rude though.
If you
Yes.
guys want me to do... Oh, that's not gonna... How do I send it to chat?
Click the spell itself. So, what I mean by that. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Didn't I clicked cast and that didn't send it either.
If you
Talking about
click on
Magic
it
Circle?
on the upper right, do display in virtual tabletop.
There we go. What do you guys think about using this?
Let's see, Magic Circle.
I have very limited third level spell slots. I typically use one for Spirit Guardians, and then it's also my Revivify spell slot. I have 3 of them total. But
It also takes a minute to cast, FYI.
yeah, it'd be something we would do
we
in
stay
preparation.
inside.
Either 2 things can happen. We could position it somewhere where our ranged people can stay inside and be protected from this entity. Or if we know he's going to come out of one specific location, trap him inside of it.
Trap him inside the circle. Can you do
Yeah,
that?
when you cast a spell, you can elect to cause its magic to operate in the reverse direction, preventing a creature of the specified type from leaving the cylinder and protecting targets outside of it.
Ooh. Yes. Make a demon trap.
But the problem is, we don't 100% know where he's going to pop out from. Like, if he pops out from the statue, sweet. If they pop out from Jen and Beryl,
That's right, because it's a
Yeah.
minute casting time. That's
Minute casting time. So something
Mhm.
we have to do in preparation.
We might want to
Uh,
set that up just to have a safety. Like we could all run into it if we needed to, right?
Yeah, but I just realized
If he doesn't cast it as a defense barrier.
we would need to go into the town and try to find
Find
powdered
holy water.
or powdered silver and iron worth at least 100 gold. Which
I have one vial of holy water.
You do?
Why
Okay.
do you have holy water?
I don't remember why he bought it, but I know he did. Yeah, I remember that.
What?
Yeah, we were going. It was like some fuck it. I'll buy it for preparation for whatever
Yeah,
shit we were doing, and just didn't
I
need
want
it.
to say that was in Luma, wasn't it?
maybe. I just remember he has bought holy water.
Yeah. So, or we can, like I said, go in town because this is a mining town. Powdered iron and silver probably they would have, so we can save the holy water for later. Because holy water is a little bit harder to get a hold of, typically. So if we want to go do that real quick, I can run into town and try to grab that. But if we do the protection version of it, it would keep some of you clustered, but they would have disadvantage on attack rolls against you, and then you can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by the creature while inside that circle.
Why don't we keep Vero
And can
inside
we
it?
put Jen and Veril inside that circle?
Exactly.
And then they can't get possessed by it? Just stay inside the anti-possession circle. Do
It's
not leave the anti-possession circle.
Unless they
It's
already
like that-
count as being possessed. Then I don't know
It's
if
like
they'll
that
protect
one.
For the remainder of the ride, please keep all limbs inside the anti-possession circle.
It's like that one episode of SpongeBob where they have the bear circle.
I don't remember that one.
That was an early one.
It's a
It's a
fantastic
classic.
episode.
I think that's where CAMPFIRESONG song comes from.
Yes, that's where Campfire song. Campfire,
Campfire
song.
song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So good.
I remember the song, but
It's the CAMPFIRESONG song.
so what do you guys think? Is this something worth utilizing one of my revivify slots for?
Oh, that's putting your revivify slot.
I have 3 third levels. This is a 3rd level spell. Like I said, I typically use the Spirit Guardians to get that slow and constant damage. This would use up another one. So I'd either lose out on the slow with Spirit Guardians and have 2 revivifies, or I'd end up with only 1 revivify.
Which means only one of us can die.
Which, ideally, nobody fucking dies.
I feel like
But then, if more than one person dies, we pick our favorite.
Kind of, yes. And then if I die, y'all
And
just
then we
fuck.
take the other body back to a church and have them bring them back again.
Oh, God. It's gonna start costing us a lot of gold to do shit like that. That's... Yeah. So, is this something that we think would be worth it? At least to keep... Because I think, realistically, keeping Ashrin, Jen, and Beryl inside this and keeping them ranged would be smart. Keeps them the safest.
I'd agree to that.
I'm down with that. Veril, are you okay being in an anti-possession circle?
Yeah.
Jen, are you okay being in an anti-possession circle?
Jen is not with you, nor is she on comms.
God damn it, Jen. We'll decide with her tomorrow then. Either way, even just having.
Too bad if she's not okay with it. I will sit on her.
My mom's done that to me. She licks my nose.
Okay, so in the morning I will prepare that over remove curse then. Because I don't think having...
Yeah, I don't think remove curse is going to help us as much as this might.
Okay, so... Okay, so in the meantime, I'm going to go into town real quick. I'm going to try to get 100 gold worth of powdered silver and iron.
And that is more than
A
easy
mining
to
town
do.
should be okay, right?
not only is that super easy to do for being a mining town, but also due to the fact that as you're beginning to make your way back, as the sun is beginning to set, this is the moment where most people start to return. Wherein, once you start seeing the massive flood of mining workers that all come in covered in their gravel and soot and sand, you start to hear the bell ring in the city once more, issuing the return of all the workers and whatnot, and you instantly see the shift in mood in this entire town go from this very quiet, very quaint to bustling noise. Everyone's
Hardtail.
bartering for sales. Everyone's making noise for sales. Everyone's making crashing noises as the smiths begin to get to work with their newest materials, and all sorts of restaurants are now starting to play music and serve folks all around. It becomes a massive clusterfuck of just sea of people all beginning to enjoy their nights.
Okay. So I'll pick up that. And then I want to pick up a nice selection of food.
Easily enough. Call it at 10 gold pieces for something that you could just carry with ease back towards the party.
For the whole group.
That is what I mean. 10 gold pieces for the whole party. Something that you can carry without risking dropping it along the way.
Well, I got the bag of holding. I could throw it in there. And, well... I got the picnic basket still.
You do still have the picnic basket. Fair enough. Bump that up to 30 gold pieces then.
Okay. Nice little last meal for everyone.
Don't word it like that.
Don't say that.
Word it like that.
Okay.
Okay, what I'm kind of hoping for, because this would be really funny, even though I know it's not going to happen, is this to be an absolute cakewalk of a fight, and Jack's just been getting terrified over nothing. Like, we get to the boss fight, it's fucking Magikarp from Pokemon.
Oh my god.
Magikarp, you splash.
Holy fuck. It turns into
But-
Gyarados mid-fight. Fuck.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, no.
Yeah.
It's a total
easy. The first half
evolution
is easy.
Frieza thing, right? Halfway through, it goes from you get what is it when a Pokemon is totally out of power points?
No more PP.
Struggle.
Yeah. From Magikarp using struggle to okay, Hyper Beam.
Fine.
So I'll come back to the group with everything. Like, got some food for everyone. And I'll start laying everything out. And then I'll also pull out 2 of the bottles, the high-end bottles of alcohol from Laya that we put on Carnum's tab.
Yep.
Yep. And I'll just be like,
right. We did put that on Carnum's tab.
Yep.
better time than any, right?
You're here.
And so we'll have some expensive wine with this decent food.
Is that the expensive wine, or is that the other one?
That was the high-end alcohol that we got from the barkeep. When we were doing the little pub crawl to smear
Yes.
her parents, yeah.
Was that the wine, or was that the alcohol that's gonna get us absolutely
That's what I'm
fucked up?
asking.
No, this is... Oh...
Because you bought both.
Because this is the one that I told them to give me the most expensive one that they had, and 4 bottles of it.
Then that's the alcohol one. It's not the wine.
Yeah, we would just want
Yeah.
wine. We should have wine though, right?
Well, this is
Somewhere.
alcohol, so
Yeah, this one's alcohol.
No, I'll take one.
No.
in that case, I'll bring out 1 bottle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Limit
make me a
that.
Constitution saving throw, everybody.
Oh Jesus.
With
Christ.
a +3, if you
What if you're
want.
not
Plus 3.
drinking?
Oh no.
If you're not
gonna have
drinking,
a
then you're
toast with
fine.
us?
Well, I'll drink water. Wilmer doesn't drink, remember?
Yeah, I'll have water.
You got a 13.
Vale, you're not drinking?
Nah, they good.
Okay.
3 bottles.
While splitting a singular bottle, and for the most part, especially with Jack's aid, it goes at flying colors for all of you, except for Delmar, who, even though it was only maybe about 3 glasses worth of alcohol, kind of like what happened with Pest, where it was like, oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine. And he kind of just lays down for him, being like, that was fucking out.
Yeah, do something to make sure he doesn't have a hangover in the
Yeah.
morning.
When Dalmar's eaten and out, lesser restoration. At least get rid of the toxins, so he doesn't have a hangover. But let him sleep.
Hey. And I imagine, Volmer, you're popping the
Hut.
don't home. Yeah, done. Hut works.
Hut and alarm.
Frankie, a bit of yours?
Yeah.
Fed, we had the same fucking thoughts. Because I was just about to do that for my Mastiff.
Oh my god.
That Mastiff takes a drink, and you see, like, kind of, like, get a little bit on the hyperactive side, even though for being a spectral steed.
Dude, alcohol is
strange.
toxic to dogs.
Yes, it is.
It's not a real dog.
It is.
You're a terrible dog owner.
This is not a real fucking dog. It's a
And while you
Must
are
be like-
more than aware that you can just will this Mastiff back awake, you do see it eventually kind of, like, get a little bit lazed, and then just...
It is
Spectral
technically a
hounds.
celestial entity.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And while you're vividly aware, you can just go, wake up. It's kind of like, that's a little adorable.
Pet the doggy.
Frankie, in the meanwhile, seems to handle it very well. Doesn't seem that affected by it. Even though almost instantly as Frankie kind of drinks it, you instantly kind of hear him go, that was tasteless.
Frankie just smells like alcohol as it absorbs into the wood.
Yep.
Frankie smells like a bar stool now.
As the night comes by, and you all begin your rest. Delmar is actually fucking out because of the alcohol, so he doesn't have to make a save this time. Finoa and Veril with some saving throws.
At that +3.
Why?
Oh my god.
Okay, one moment.
Ben, kill me.
Aside from your nat 20, the dice have not been with us today.
Yeah. The first good roll I've had all day. And I had 121, that's right.
Yay!
26 plus. Wow.
Finoa still unable to find rest, and having not found rest the night before, you would earn yourself a point of exhaustion during this time.
yeah.
As you're trying your best to just force yourself, like, you feel this unnerving itch, this feeling of just something is always there, something's always happening, you can't help it. Like, you always feel like, I need to be ready for something, but you don't know as to what. You're in the dome, you're safe, you shouldn't be worried about anything. Frankie's fine, everything's fine, but you just can't shake that feeling.
Can I ask one thing?
Mhm.
With Fen being, like, so paranoid, like, the night before and, like, not sleeping, would it have been realistic if they had drank enough to just knock themselves fucking out?
If they want to try.
I don't know if it's too
I
late for
would
that.
like to try.
I imagine at that point, kind of just shakes Jacqueline, being like, I need more, hit me.
Hit you literally or hit you with alcohol?
I'll mark down 2.5 bottles of alcohol from Laya.
Which would be more than enough to just conk the ever-loving shit out of Fen.
And then lesser restoration,
Make sure there's no hangover.
no hangover. Best spell ever.
Very much so. As the night goes off, as you all think about what is exactly going to come to you in the coming day, that's where we'll pick up next session.
I'm assuming it's safe to hit long rest?
It is indeed.
Cool.
Let's kick some ass.
So, I am applying psychic coding to my +3 dagger.
Righty.
And applying 4 points.
Hey. Good to note.
Fucking hell. My good alcohol being used to knock someone out.
We found a practical purpose.
Hey, what works, works.
All right,
Oh.
I gotta go make dinner, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Yup.
Yeah.
Got it for you.
Bye.
Yep.